Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at Adrian College TV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
Continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today. 161 years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence.
I believe that if you get your degree, the world is going to feel like it's shrinking. These students who have worked so hard to achieve what so many never achieve. This evening you join the select company of people who hold a baccalaureate degree or a master's degree. You join a privileged group of individuals, a minority of persons in this country, and an even smaller fraction from around the world who have had both the opportunity to pursue higher education and the intelligence, discipline, and determination to reach this goal. You should be very proud.
I will unquestionably miss being an Adrian College Bulldog. I will miss the pink flowers that light up the campus each spring, the dining halls that prompt exchanges of, "How's your day been?" after a long day of classes, and the sporting events that fill students with pride. I will miss the way this campus instantly feels like home each time I set foot on that Bulldog Mile.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life. A time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and great opportunity. A time that you will always look back on.
one-on-one battles. One-on-one battles lead to unit battles, which lead to team battles, and then a big victory at the end. Nothing different today than what you do every day, all right? Love you guys. Win on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
The penultimate regular season home game at the Arrington Ice Arena creeps closer as the Concordia University Wisconsin Falcons are set to take on the number 4 nationally ranked Adrian College Bulldogs in this NCAA hockey matchup. We welcome you up here into the booth. I'm Michael Schubeck alongside my partner Owen Barber. As we get set for some senior day activities on the campus of Adrian College, there's 8 seniors we'll be celebrating tonight, as it's Ian Amsbaugh, Alex Lovasek, Jake Swade, Theo Troon, Brad Summers, and Devin Orpana on the forward end, Jackson Bernard, the goaltender, and Anthony Malika, the defenseman. As these senior day activities are about to be underway, they will be broadcasted here live on ACTV. Again, thank you to all of these seniors making our job up here in the booth exciting every single weekend. And they've done it for 4 years straight. As this number 4 Bulldog team comes in after a 4-1 win yesterday against Concordia, Wisconsin. A good job all the way around by the entire team there. As we creep closer and closer to these senior day activities getting set up on the ice. We said we have 8 of them. Jackson Bernard, the goaltender out of Huntley, Illinois. Zamboni doors close here at the AIA. Penultimate regular season home game, we said next weekend will be the final home game played in the regular season for the Adrian College Bulldogs, as they will take on Trine University next weekend. And after that, the Bulldogs will actually host the NCAA tournament for the Harris Cup here at the AIA. After the Bulldogs clinched home ice advantage for the conference tournament. Always big when a team does that, as they will take on Trine next weekend for the possibility to win the Peters Cup for the regular season championship. Just waiting for the ice to dry here. Carpet is out and ready to go. Just waiting on our seniors here. And now, Coach Phillips walks towards the bench for his players on senior night. We will send it down to ice level for your senior day activities at the AIA.
Today, we honor the 2026 seniors on our hockey team, and here are their introductions. Our first senior, introducing number 7, Anthony Mollica, defenseman from Genesis, Michigan. His 2 seasons as a Bulldog, he's suited up to 47 games, scoring 4 goals and 14 assists for 18 points and a plus 18. Anthony is joined by his mom, Penny, dad, Sean, and girlfriend, Allison. He is pursuing a degree in data analytics with a minor in computer science. His favorite memory since joining the Bulldogs at Adrian College is homecoming weekend. His advice for his younger teammates is to be a good teammate, enjoy the grind, and control what you can control. Anthony would like to say thank you to everyone who has supported us and made this place feel like home. I love playing in front of the best fans every single night. Thank you to my mom, dad, and girlfriend Allison for supporting my journey and for always being there for me. And thank you to my Bulldog family, the Millers, for all their support as well. I am grateful for you all. Let's hear it for number 7, Anthony Mollica. Our next senior is our captain, the pride of Macomb, Michigan, a forward, number 12, Jake Sway. In his 4 seasons with the Bulldogs, he's played in 106 games, scoring 30 goals and 55 assists for 85 points and a plus 40. Jake is joined by his mom, Christina, dad, Mike, and sister, Jordan. Jake is pursuing his degree in sports management, holding a 3.8 GPA. His fondest memory at Adrian College is freshman year is Harris Cup final win and back-to-back Frozen Fours. His advice to younger teammates is don't take your time together for granted. Enjoy every second, even if it's a random Tuesday night. Jake's message to the fans is thank you for making Adrian the best place to play college hockey. His plans is to continue his playing career and play professionally. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the captain, number 12, Jake Sway. Our next senior, the pride of Oakville, Ontario, a forward number 13, Brad Sowers. In his 4 seasons with the Bulldogs, he's played in 113 games, scored 56 goals, and has 100 assists for 156 points, and a plus 60. Brad is joined by his mom, Paula, and dad, Jim. Brad is pursuing his degree in finance with a minor in data analytics and holding a 4.0 rating on average. His fondest memories at Adrian College is Richie dinner with the boys. His advice for your younger teammates is to embrace mistakes and trust your abilities. Brad's message to the fans is thank you for your endless support and care for this team. He plans to continue playing his playing career and play professionally. Let's hear it for number 13, Brad Sowers. Now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, let's welcome a senior from Grand Rapids, Michigan, number 16, forward Theo True. In his 3 years for the Bulldogs, he's played in 78 games, scored 13 goals with 19 assists for a 32 points and a plus 10. Theo is joined by his mom, Karen, dad, Troy, brother, Travis, and sister, Tori. Theo is pursuing a degree in entrepreneurial studies and holds a GPA of 3.9. His most treasured memory at Adrian College comes from the incredible support of his family. There has not been a single home game in my career where I didn't have at least one family member in attendance, whether it was my mom, dad, sister, brother, or my amazing uncles and aunt. The constant presence and encouragement have meant everything to me. I am also extremely grateful for my teammates who have always treated my family like their own and shown them nothing but respect. Another part of Adrian's experience that I'll always cherish is having the same two roommates every year, Ian Ansbaugh and Jackson Bernard. They are incredible people, and the memories we make together mean more to me than I can put into words. They aren't just roommates, they are brothers or lovers. His advice to younger teammates is to enjoy every single moment you have at Adrian College. It's the best culture I've ever been a part of, and truly the best place in the country to play college hockey. Don't take a second for granted. The teammates you share this experience with aren't just teammates, they become brothers for life. Embrace it while you can. Theo would like to thank every single fan for the unbelievable support you've shown our team. You never felt just like fans, you always felt a part of the team. Whether it was cheering us on every night at the rink or celebrating together a big win at WOW, you played a huge role in making my experience at Adrian College so special and unforgettable. I will always want to give a special shout out to my Bulldog parents, Doug and Londa Pickles. They have treated me like their own from day one and have given me so much support during my time at Adrian. From taking us out to dinner and letting Swager and me vent about how hard life as a college hockey player is, it's not hard at all, to inviting me to their farm, picking incredible fields, and letting me ride their amazing horses. Those are memories I'll cherish forever. Thank you, Doug and Londa, for everything that you've done with me. After Adrian College, I plan to help my dad grow his hockey pro shop on your game located in Grand Rapids, Michigan. I want to use the entrepreneurial skills I developed at Adrian to expand the business and eventually open a second location in Holland, Michigan. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for number 16, Theo Brewer. Our next senior, we have number 21, Devin Orpana from Rockwood, Ontario. In 4 seasons, he has suited up the Bulldogs in 27 games, scoring 4 goals, and has 6 assists for 10 points in the +4. Devin is joined by his mom, Jen, dad, Tom, and brother, Owen. Devin is pursuing a degree in business administration and management and holds a 3.8 GPA. His best memory at Adrian College is freshman year, the Harris Cup Championship, and all the Saturday nights. His advice to younger teammates is to enjoy the ride. Devin would like to say thank you to the fans for being the best college fan base. He plans to continue playing professionally and to get a job in project management. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear for number 21, Devin Orpana. Our next senior, the pride of Pickering, Ontario, forward number 24, Alec Lovasa. In his 4 years at Adrian College, he has suited up the Bulldogs in 77 games, scoring 16 goals with 23 assists for 39 points and a +24. Alec is joined by his mom, Kim, and dad, Chris. Alec is pursuing a degree in sports management and holds a GPA of 3.81. His most special memory at Adrian College is winning the Harris Cup. His advice to younger teammates is to enjoy every day at the rink and spend as much time with teammates as possible. Alec would like to thank the fans for all their support after Adrian College, he plans to get married and start a family. Let's hear it for number 24, Alex Lovesley. Our next senior is number 31, applied at Huntley, Illinois, Jackson Bernard. In his 4 years at Adrian, he has suited up the Bulldogs in 10 games, posting a 0.55 goals against average and a 9.60 save percentage. Jackson is joined by his mom, Julie, and girlfriend, Tori. Jackson is pursuing a degree in exercise science with a minor in business administration and holds a GPA of 3.8. His most special memory in Adrian College is the Frozen Four in 2023 and 2024. His advice to younger teammates is to enjoy all of the little moments you get to spend together. It goes by fast. Jackson would like to say thank you to all the Golden Punch Club members, and specifically to Mike and Sarah Berthold for their support over the past 4 years. After Adrian College, he plans to pursue a job in hockey. Let's hear it for goaltender number 31, Jackson Bernard. And our last senior is the pride of Montanoa, North Dakota, forward Ian Emsbaugh. In his 3 years at Adrian College, he suited up for the Bulldogs in 80 games, scoring 29 goals and 67 assists for 96 points in plus 40. Ian is joined by his mom, Kelly, and dad, Paul. Ian is pursuing a degree in finance and holds a GPA of 4.0. His most special memory at Adrian College is the Frozen Four. His advice to younger teammates is the harder you work, the luckier you get. And Ian would like to say thank you to all the fans for your support. You make this program what it is. After Adrian College, he plans to play professionally and then become a financial advisor. Well, let's hear it for number 34, Ian Emsbaugh. Well, ladies and gentlemen, one more big round of applause for the 2026 senior class.
Welcome to Adrian College, where we believe in educating both the heart and the mind. With over 100 innovative academic programs and 10 cutting-edge institutes, you'll find a path that's right for you. Join our vibrant community of over 50 athletic teams and discover why we're recognized as a U.S. News & World Report Most Innovative Institution. Adrian College, where passion meets purpose. Your future starts here. Ready to elevate your game? At Adrian College, our athletes strive for excellence on and off the field. Get involved in over 50 student clubs and organizations where your passions meet purpose. With innovative programs and personalized learning, our academics are designed to ignite your future. Experience vibrant student life, where community and connection shape your college journey. Adrian College, where you belong. Apply today and become part of the Bulldog family. Welcome to Adrian College, where we believe in educating both the heart and the mind. With over 100 innovative academic programs and 10 cutting-edge institutes, you'll find a path that's right for you. Join our vibrant community of over 50 athletic teams and discover why we're recognized as a U.S. News & World Report Most Innovative Institution. Adrian College, where passion meets purpose. Your future starts here.
To become a future Bulldog and get recruited by Adrian College? Do you display characteristics of tenacity, drive, and determination? With over 50 teams on campus, there are plenty of opportunities to further both your athletic and academic career. For all recruiting inquiries, head to www.adrianbulldogs.com and click on the Recruit Me tab at the top right of your screen. Your future with the Bulldogs is closer than ever.
We welcome you back inside the Arrington Ice Arena as the senior day festivities have all ended. Again, thank you to all 8 of our seniors here at Adrian College. We welcome you back up into the booth. I am Michael Schubeck alongside my partner Owen Barber. Owen, the Bulldogs come in 16-5-1 overall. They picked up a 4-1 win yesterday against Concordia, Wisconsin University. What do you like to see from the Bulldogs a little bit more tonight, trying to get the season sweep?
I'd like to see the competition level keep on increasing, keep on rising. Do not let their foot off the gas against this team here. For as you said earlier before the senior night ceremony, the Adrian Bulldogs are actually ranked number 1 right now in the NCAA standings. And with a couple games going their way, like the game tonight and Trine's game against, I believe it's
Marian University.
It's against Marian, yes. If those games go well for Adrian, then they could come out of tonight with the Peters Cup, the regular season NCAA winning cup.
Yes, if Marian does take down Trine today, it will clinch the Peters Cup for the Bulldogs if they are able to get a win on home ice today against Concordia, Wisconsin. Now on the flip side, Concordia fell 4-1 last night, as we mentioned before. They're 9-11-1 on the season, 6-8-1 in conference play. A little bit of a rough showing last night towards the latter half of that game. They came out competitive, played that first period 0-0. Here's yesterday's recap, Owen. What do you see?
I'm seeing a lot of dominance from this Adrian team, although shots do look pretty close to each other. Looks like Concordia is doing well on block shots as well. And looks like the face-off wins are going in Adrian's favor, of course. Now, of course, this would be a monumental win for this Concordia team if they somehow pull it off tonight, because in their program history, Concordia has actually never beaten the Adrian College Bulldogs. So that's definitely something they're looking forward to tonight, and that's definitely on their list of something to do.
Yeah, as we get set here, starting lineups about to happen. Both teams lining up on their respective lines. This Concordia, Wisconsin team, as you mentioned, have never beaten the Adrian College Bulldogs. We don't want an announcer jinx on that one today.
Yeah, knock on wood on that one.
Yeah,
for
knock
sure.
on wood for sure. As we get set for the starting lineups here, we look at it. Obviously, Matt Green is going to be our highlighted player. But what do you see from the rest of that starting lineup down the board?
I'm seeing some good players, honestly. Like, even though the Concordia team is on a losing record right now, they're still NCAA D3 athletes. And I'm looking at Matt Green in particular, top 5 in this team scoring. Going to be a certified game changer. Obviously, their top line with Van Wheely and I believe Klugerman will not be starting, but he's a definite second line threat that the Bulldogs are definitely going to have to look out for and cover.
Yes, and in net we see coming up to the blue line is Blake Hazelton. Blake having a phenomenal season, boasting a .930 save percentage. She's going to be that backbone, as we saw Cameron Hrdlinka in net for them last night against the Bulldogs. He saved 26 of 30 as the rest of the starting lineup goes through. You mentioned Matt Green, 21 games played, 9 goals, 6 assists. Overall solid player. Guy plays the game the right way. You know, you have 9 goals, 6 assists. You're doing something right. 15 points in 21 games. But kind of from this first line, what would you like to see off the bat? Like, what would an ideal start to this game be if you're a Falcon?
In my opinion, I think an ideal start would to be compete with Adrian's 4 lines that they roll through, maybe 3 sometimes. But for sure, the Concordia team is going to want to make sure to compete with them and not give them a lot of time in their defensive zone.
Yes, as now we are getting set for the Adrian College starting lineup on the far end. It is senior day. We will have 5 seniors come up to the blue line and start for the Bulldogs. As we mentioned before, there are 8 total seniors, 5 of them getting the start. Obviously, we have Jacob Swade, our highlighted player, but down the line here between Lovasek, Summers, Orpana, Malika, and Bernard, what do you see here from those 5?
I'm seeing a lot of players that are just really good for this Bulldogs team that's contributed a lot in their past 4 years. As you've mentioned before, Jacob Swade, the captain for this team, with 24 points in about 22 games, I believe. An insane threat for this team, and some other players like Amsbaugh and the Clark as well. But in this lineup for sure, there's a lot of players who can definitely make a difference, and they're players that Concordia is going to want to look out for.
Yeah, last night we saw that starting lineup get pulled right away by Coach Phillips. He was not happy. Different starting lineup tonight. What are you looking for from this starting line in that first shift?
Even though it's a senior-heavy line, for a bit of recognition of the seniors, I'm still want to bet that Coach Phillips is going to rely on the seniors to start this game off well, get pucks in deep, and go forecheck on the Falcons.
Yes, as again we see Jacob Swade, 22 games played, 8 goals, 16 assists. Phenomenal stat line for him. He'll get the start here for the Bulldogs as we are set for the national anthem. Don't go anywhere as Concordia, Wisconsin and Adrian College will drop the puck on ACTV.
Ready to elevate your game? At Adrian College, our athletes strive for excellence on and off the field. Get involved in over 50 student clubs and organizations where your passions meet purpose. With innovative programs and personalized learning, our academics are designed to ignite your future. Experience vibrant student life, where community and connection shape your college journey. Adrian College, where you belong. Apply today and become part of the Bulldog family.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
This is the Arrington Bookstore at Adrian College, the place to get game day ready, represent your clubs and organizations, and be Bulldog proud. With a wide selection of merchandise and a smile at every visit, stop by inside the Kane Student Center to pick up your Adrian College wares and make it another great day to be a Bulldog.
Hello and welcome back inside the Arrington Ice Arena as we are moments away from puck drop with the Concordia University Wisconsin Falcons taking on the number 4 nationally ranked Adrian College Bulldogs. Sure to be a battle here as we saw the first period was a battle last night. Concordia, Wisconsin stuck with them close, but Bulldogs separated throughout the rest of the game. 5-6 seniors getting the start, including the netminder, senior Jackson Bernard, boasting a .929 save percentage, .76 goals against average this year. He's 4-1 in games played. Alex Lovasek set to take the draw against Evan Forrest. Sorry, Jake Swade will come in, switch positions here. Lovasek on D. It'll be Swade taking the draw against Forrest here. when we are underway in the Arrington Ice Arena. Opening draw went back for the Falcons. Lovasek battle on the blue line. Puck gets chipped in deep. Malika will take it back. Down quick breakout pass here. It's going to be intercepted in the middle of the ice and just away from Forrest. Malika quick pass to Summers. Summers unable to handle it fully on the blue line. Malika comes in, helps win the battle. Swade has Kepke on his side. Swade takes it around the net. Stop. Big body there from Kepke. Swade still with it, tries to play it in front. No avail. It's corralled by Brown. Brown taking it up for the Falcons, dumps it around. Bernard unable to stop it behind the net. Saney. Pressure on the blue line, plays it back to Lovasek. Great patience there, D to Malika. Tipped in quickly to Troon to Saney. Saney, great move, shot! Just wide of the net. Battle in the corner with Amsball. Amsball, such a patient player. He'll take it, try to thread it through a couple of Falcons. It'll be tipped before reaching the front of the net. Great body play there. Clark able to keep it in. Backdoor pass looking for Amsball. Tipped away. These Falcons do a great job with their sticks. Clark on the blue line. Steps in, rips a shot, tip, scores! Who else? Patrick Sadie! His 4th of the series and 16th of the year.
Just a way to top off the hat trick from last night. Patrick Saney getting in front of the net for the shot from Clark. Just tipped right through the 5-hole of the goalie. And the Bulldogs are up 1-0 with little over a minute into this game.
It's exactly how you want to start this game if you're the Bulldogs. Line switched right up here, back on the face-off dot. Falcons able to keep it close yesterday, but to start that powerful first line that we've seen between Troon, Amsball, and Saney. They were dominant last night. They're dominant again today. Quick pass from Peters. Knocked away by Reitman. Great play in front there. Quick pass in front. Deflects off the skate of Gouvenal. He'll dump the puck around. Stopped by Bernard behind the net. Bernard, quick pass to Clark. He'll be stripped away. Back in Clark's hands. He'll take the space that this Falcons team is giving him. He's still taking the space. Stops on the blue line. Sauces it in towards Summers. Now we get it. Reitman wins the battle in the corner. Orme Lynch in a battle with Jack O'Hannison. Rang around, tipped in, but it lands in the hands of Summers. Summers lets one rip just over the net. And it'll go out of play here. Face off in the Falcon zone.
Wow, that was a dangerous turnover for the Falcons on the boards there. Brad Summers just came in, lifted the stick of, I believe it was number 17 for the Falcons, and just took it right to the middle and took a shot. That's a really dangerous opportunity for the Bulldogs here.
Bulldogs hoping to capitalize there. Vellucci loses the face-off. Ends in Orme Lynch's hands. Quick breakout here from the Falcons. Up goes Wirt. Song wraps around behind the net before it stopped. A battle here. Quick plays from this Falcon team. As a hit from behind on Julian Jacob will cause the ref's hand to go up. And for the first time today, we'll see someone head to the box.
Mateo Orme Lynch will be going to the box. A little bit of a physical scuffle down below the net for the Bulldogs here. And it ended with a hit with looks like it's going to be a cross-checking call. Now the Bulldogs will have the first power play of the night.
Credit to Julian Jacob. Loves to get a little bit ruffled up after those types of plays. Kept his head calm, and the Bulldogs won their first power play of the night. And a quick shot from Amsball is tipped up into the netting. This Bulldog team 30% on the season on the power play.
It's an amazing stat line for the Bulldogs. 30% of all their power plays end up in a goal, whereas about opponents are about 18%.
Clark to Summers. Quick play, backdoor! He's going to take patience there. Tries to tuck it in as Amsball. Great patience. Unable to get it done. Clark on the blue line has it stripped away. Gets his stick tangled up with Cooper Brown. Cooper falls to the ice, and Clark will head to the box.
That's brutal play in the blue line there. David Clark, it did not look very intentional, but a trip is still a trip, and now it's going to be 4-on-4 after 17 seconds. Really good opportunity down low. Amsball held onto the puck for a little too long, trying to fake out the goalie a little bit maybe. But now it's going to be some 4-on-4 hockey.
Yeah, 4-on-4 hockey, a lot of space out there on the ice. The Bulldogs have great and tremendous speed. We're set. Puck rattles around there by the faceoff dot. Running in here is Osmus. Osmus had the lone goal last night for the Falcons. Penna runs around Amsbaugh. Played back to Van Wheelie, to Osmus, back over to Klugerman. Klugerman has the puck, bounces over Amsbaugh's stick. Malika corrals it for the Bulldogs, and they'll be settled down behind the net by Johannesson. Malika, pass to Amsbaugh on the outside. He's going to take his time. Plays a long pass to the middle, looking for Summers, unable to connect. Amsbaugh gets his own deflection there, tries to feed it backdoor to Summers again, but it's tipped in front. Falcons have great sticks. We saw it last night. They were all over the place. They will deflect a lot of these Bulldog plays they're used to prevailing on. Great stop and start there. Able to fake out heavy pressure from Saney. And now here come the Falcons. It's a 2-on-3. They add 1 for 3. It'll be dumped in by Osmus. He's going to go off for a change. To Brown on the point. Brown played it quickly, looking for Chitwa. Now the Bulldogs will head the other way. Swade, Allard making his way behind the net, plays a quick breakout pass looking for Brown, but a quick pass to Sadie. Sadie shot, scores! Patrick Sadie! He's got 2! And his 5th goal in 2 games against this Falcon team.
Wow, Patrick Saney definitely has the Falcons' number after this. With a bit of a turnover, great job from Jake Swade, and Patrick Saney all alone. The backhand move just beats the goalie and now it's 2-0 with not even 5 minutes into the first period.
I think Cameron Herlika and Blake Hazelton will be seeing Patrick Saney in their dreams this weekend. With the faceoff taken by Bradley Summers here. As he'll win it back. A little bit of miscommunication by Jacob on the blue line, but he's able to get it right back, and here comes Jacob the other way. It's a 2-on-2. He's got Vellucci with him. Jacob takes the space, takes a shot on net, deflected off of the skate of Kroyman. Now it's Gouvenal. Will take it behind the net and drops it for Kroyman. Kroyman taking his time. They do have a small power play here. Kroyman takes the space, shot off the post. Almost beat Bernard on that far side. Clark going off for a change here. Kepke's going to dump it in for the Falcons. Bernard tries to get a stick on it. Takes a hard bounce off of the backboards. Bannister able to get a stick on it there. Rolls back to Bowman. To Amsbaugh now on that hash mark. Bowman to the middle looking for Vellucci. Takes a couple bounces to Amsbaugh on a break. Amsbaugh, it's going to be a hooking call here on the Falcons. Grant Newcomer will head to the box. Bulldogs with another power play opportunity.
Yeah, there's not much you can do there with almost a great breakaway from Ian Amsbaugh. They've had a lot of odd man rushes to start out this game so far. But unfortunately, fortunately for the Falcons, they had to take one. Otherwise, it could have been another goal with how Amsbaugh was looking at the net.
Amsbaugh on a clean break there, you're right. Opportunity taken away. It's a good penalty, though. You'd rather have 2 minutes on a PK than being 3 down here early. As Amsbaugh is able to win that battle on the boards. Plays to Tefalski, to Swade. Swade taking his time now. Moves in, quick pass backdoor, swatted in front. Just wide of the net, back up top to Clark. Clark over to Swade. Walks in, over to Summers. Back to Clark. Over to Amsbaugh. A lot of time and space here. Quick play in front. And a great stick by Easton Penna. Able to break up that pass. Amsbaugh steps in, pass in front, stop, shot! No! Turned away! Blake Hazelton with a diving save. Tefalski now loses the puck up top by the top of the circle. Summers flips to Amsbaugh. Down to Swade just behind the net, unable to get a clean pass. Great kick by Summers. Back to Clark. Clark will feed it up top. No, he'll take his time. Stops, plays it down low, quick, bang, bang play was tried and failed. Tafelski tried to move it to Swade. Amsball, great play with the hands. Amsball, patience, unbelievable. Summers up top at the blue line. Over to Amsball, dominating power play here for the Bulldogs. Like to see it end in the back of the net to Summers. Summers shot blocked by Penna. And now the Bulldogs will get a penalty here as Bradley Summers tripped up Cooper Brown. See, tried to dump it, but Easton Penna, phenomenal penalty kill for the Falcons.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that for the Bulldogs that power play ended with a penalty on them. But however, it was a really some really good opportunities. You can see one right here with Amsball on the side. This great cross ice to Summers, but it gets the puck taken away from him and ends up tripping the guy in the battle.
Yeah, great job overall there by Easton Penna, though. He was flying around, getting sticks on puck and blocking shots as Kepke rips one on net, saved by Bernard. And the Bulldogs will send it almost the length of the ice. Great touch there to make sure they don't get an icing call as we are on 4-on-4. Kroyman moved it to Kepke. He'll take it up the ice. He's got space. Tries a shot off the blocker. Teed up for Kroyman, and he sends it wide. Forrest will control it for the Falcons as he just dumps it in far corner. O'Hannison tried a DDD pass to Malika, a little bit out of his reach, and Carter will corral it for the Falcons behind the net. Up top to the middle to Van Wheelie, who lets one rip, and it's going to go in. Connor Van Wheelie nets the first of the game, and we are 2-1 here at the AIA.
It's been a bit of a scoring frenzy to start out this game here, with Connor Van Wheelie here on the other side of this time. What we saw was really good opportunity, really good setup. Connor Van Wheelie open right in front of the net, right in front, right in the middle. Got an uncontested shot that went right by Bernard. And now the Concordia Falcons are clawing back a little bit.
2-1 here. Only 8 minutes into this first period. Now the Bulldogs, Vellucci tips the puck to Sorensen. Drop back to Loretto. Loretto backdoor! Just out of reach for Opana. Teed up on the backdoor there. If Opana gets his stick on that one, looking like a clean break. And it'll be sent the length of the ice for an icing call.
It's a great opportunity from the Bulldogs. Almost a tic-tac-toe goal from this line of Sorensky, Opana, and Loretto. However, just right out of the reach of Opana. Might have been a little bit of a whiff. It was a really good opportunity nonetheless.
Yeah, Devin Opana, after a great bang play with his line mates, just unable to get a full stick on that one. And now Reutman take it behind the net, moves it to Brown. Brown is just gonna sauce one, hoping for a quick pass into the middle, but a great play by Jacob to get a hand on it. Opana pressuring. Brown moved it to Reutman. Trying to get something going here for the Falcons and even strength. Reutman still uncontested to Van Wheelie, their lone goal scorer of this one. Connor Van Wheelie has it stripped away by Jacob. Julian Jacob tosses a lob pass over multiple Falcon players, but it's going to end up in the hands of Ben Loretto now. DD play to Bannister. Backhand saucer pass to Peters. Peters has Summers breaking through, hits him. Behind the net, back in front, shot, save! Blake Hazelton comes up big for the Falcons there. It's now hard pressure here. Bannister gets it out. Peters with the dump pass in, looking Jack O'Hannison pressuring. Kroyman for the Falcons. Moves it to the middle as it's stripped away now to Summers. Summers, and a big body play there from Kepke. It will keep Summers from having a clean shot. Newcomer moves it, taken away. Backdoor pass, shot, save! Huge play there from Jackson Bernard to keep this thing a one-goal game. Carter, DDD pass to Penna. Chip pass off the board. Saney now strips it away. He's got two. Amsball. Patience. Again, great patience from Ian Amsball. Backhand pass to Troon, who lets one rip, but his stick goes flying instead. Am's ball with Saney battling in the corner. Troon able to go back and get a stick. Great equipment play there from the Bulldogs. Malika. Am's ball now. Saney. He's on hat trick watch right now, and he almost had a break there. Saney in front. Am's ball. Backdoor looking for Troon. And a great defensive play again by the Falcons in front of their own net. This top line for the Bulldogs has been dominating all day long, and a tip there from Green after Bowman tried to thread one through. And a rip by Forrest ends up getting blocked, and a chip now for Troon. Troon will take it away and just rips one on net. And the Bulldogs will head for a line change. Tefelsky and Swade out there now, along with Lovasek. There's a battle here on the boards with Loretto. Ends up going up to Tefelsky. Jacob unable to handle it fully. Great puck possession there from Jacob, able to fend off a Falcon player behind the net. Back around, stopped by Hazelton. Now a battle ensues here. We've seen the Bulldogs prevail a lot in these offensive zone corner battles. And a pass here from Pierre Olivier Allard ends up going the length of the ice as it split the legs of Cooper Brown. An offensive zone faceoff for the Bulldogs.
It's a miracle that there's no pucks got put in on that last little rush from the Bulldogs. There's a lot of great opportunities. We saw one from Saney, who almost got his stick on it, and then another one from Amsbaugh trying to get that backdoor pass. Fortunately didn't go through, and this game is still a 1 goal.
Tefelsky hops over. Brown now taking it up for the Falcons. He'll chip it over, looking for some hard pressure from Makatmu. Jacob tries a hard pass intercepted by Wersing. Kepke takes it around looking, plays one backdoor, but a great stick work from Bernard, and he tips it up into the netting.
It was a great rush there from the defenseman, Kepke.
Stay connected with all the action by following @AdrianCollegeTV on social media. From game highlights to campus events, we've got you covered. Don't miss a moment. Follow @AdrianCollegeTV today. So we are set for an offensive zone draw here for the Falcons. Wersing will attempt to win it back, but Sorensen reads it perfectly and stolen by Orme Lynch. Orme Lynch plays it. It's just missed as a flying Makatmu could not get there in time. Sorry, Maximu. Clark tipped again in the middle of the ice. Orme Lynch now. Bannister, great back-checking play, and he throws his physicality. As now Orpana. Quick tip pass to Vellucci, has it taken away, intercepted by Kroyman. Kroyman takes the space, he's a defenseman, but he's on offense now. Quick shot, just over the net by Ochitwa. Ochitwa received a pass from Penna, now takes a shot through the legs of Nico Hannison, and he'll go diving into the corner. Dangerous play there from Ochitwa, takes a short-handed shot, but Bernard's able to corral it right into his stomach.
Starting to see a little bit more pressure from this Falcons team. Actually, they are out shooting the Adrian Bulldogs right now. A lot of their shots have been from the outside. As we see right here, a great opportunity from Orme Lynch. There's me a cross check and a great hit there from Bannister.
Nathaniel Bannister throwing his body around. And we see a lot of this kind of possession play from the Bulldogs. They have a lot of odd-man rush opportunities as Malika ripped a shot on the 2-on-1. Another great save by Hazelton. Jack O'Hannison. He'll play it around, quick pass in front, looking. Hannison gets it back, takes a shot, rebound in front, it's loose. Unable to find it is a Bulldog, dumped back in by Summers. Peters fires it around. Malika's able to get there and save it on the blue line as Penna DDD to Osmus. Osmus chips it up to Van Wheely. To Klugerman. Loses the puck. Great pressure from Peters, and Bowman gets a stick on it. Reutman to Newcomer. Plays it in front. Another dangerous play there from the Falcons. They're threatening. Corner battle, Bowman. Chips it to Peters. And Saney now putting pressure. He's got 2, remember that. Gouvenal, D to D for Roitman. Back to Gouvenal. Chips up, has it tipped by Loretto. Played behind the net by Bernard. Ripped around to Amsbaugh. Quick breakout pass looking for Saney. And a great stick work by Gouvenal. And Saney breaking through again with great speed. Unable to get a full handle on that puck. Loretto receives the cross ice pass. He's going to take the space, drops it to Troon. Amsbaugh back to Troon. Rolls into the corner. Saney able to win that battle. All 3 Bulldog players were in the corner for a moment. Great recognition by Amsbaugh to get back up. And Loretto's thrown to the ground. And now Brown had the opportunity to hit Green, breaking right in. Unfortunately, unable to see him in time. Amsbaugh is going to receive a breakout opportunity. Jacob threads a pass, looking for Troon. Troon with great stick work, able to battle around Kroyman. Now Swade, saucer pass deflected in front. Ends up behind, Saney off for the change. Now Amsbaugh and Troon remain from that first line. Stopped at the top by Clark. Clark will walk in, stop, great move here. Spins around, throws it to Amsbaugh. Patience again, great play over to Bannister, who lets one fly. Bannister to Amsbaugh, up top to Clark, who lets one rip. Great job by Hazelton here, keeping his poise as he's being rattled with shots from the blue line. Physicality here by Kepke, gets away with a second hit on Amsbaugh, and he's still going, and the referee has no hands up, and he's trying to get those 2 players back into the field of play. As Orme Lynch is going to dump it back in for the Falcons. Bowman gets a stick on it. Tafowski trying to break out for the Bulldogs. This is where they've struggled. The Falcons outside of that first line have really been able to dominate the Bulldogs the later half of this period. Clark, quick to Bowman. Off the backboards to Clark. After a couple passes, a catch, it'll be a flying Tafowski and plays to Vellucci, and it sneaks in! Ryan Vellucci! And that's his 4th goal of the season. And the Bulldogs head up 3-1.
And that play right there starts with an amazing breakout from their D zone. All 3 forwards were involved. Vellucci with the pass in the middle from Tafowski just taps it in on the backhand right through the 5-hole of Hazelton. And now it's going to be 3-1 late in the first period.
What a way to turn the tides of this one. The Falcons were starting to creep back in. Bulldogs had that 2-1 lead. Pressure from the Falcons. They turn it right back around with a great play between Tafowski and Vellucci. As it flies down, Falcons look like they're shot out of a cannon now. Orpana not able to win that board side battle as it's still going on. Rattles around, ends up into the hands of Bowman. Bowman cycles it for O'Hannison. That's Nick O'Hannison behind the net. Lovasek attempting to win a blue line battle, fails, and it's cycled back in. Tochitwa, cross ice pass, they're threatening in the middle. And it's going to be Klugerman that has that puck stripped away before it's played out and offsides with the referee's hand up, and it's thrown all the way back down. Nick O'Hannison stops it behind the net. Loretto taking space, moves it to Lovasek, who just chip it around to himself. Has it taken away, and Kroyman rattles it around, but Jacob flying in from the defensive end, able to keep it in and back into the Adrian College possession. 2:42 left in this first period, sorry. As the puck is dumped in by the Falcons, Loretto will come back to retrieve it. He throws it right back the other way. And no icing is called. Interesting play there. Loretto was definitely behind that red line. The Bulldogs will escape with what? Jacob takes a shot, tipped, and scores! Anton Sorensen!
started there with a waved off icing call as Hazelton came out to play it. And then great pressure from the Bulldogs on the boards here. The puck turned over and getting a shot from Jacob. That's just tipped in from Sorensen, right place at the right time. Gets the puck to hit his stick and deflected into the back of the net. I believe that's their second deflection goal this first period.
Yeah, great job overall by this Bulldog team here. Jacob had a precise goal yesterday from the point, and he gets an assist here after a great tip from Sorensen. Sorensen netting his third goal of the season. As now we have another chance in front, shot scores! Bradley Summers! And it's chaos in the AIA.
And these Bulldogs are cooking with premium gas right now. As you see, Brad Summers just getting to the back door and just ready, unmarked, just ready for a one-timer that goes in the back of the net. There's nothing Hazelton could have done there. Now the Bulldogs are 5-1, scoring 3 goals in the last about, I believe, 2 minutes.
Yeah, great job from the Bulldogs. Summers came into yesterday's game with 11 points in his last 6. He nets another goal here to make it 12 of in his last 8. Clark, DDD pass to Bannister. He'll turn around, fires it back to Clark. To Amsbaugh, great thread there. Looking for another one here before this period's over. Troon dumps it in. Handled well by Allard. Tries to chip it around Amsbaugh, and he succeeds. Reutman. Pass to Clark, over to Amsbaugh. Sauces one tipped by Saney in front, and crowd by Bannister at the blue line. Shot tipped in front by Amsbaugh, but it ended up going the other way and corralled by Blake Hazelton.
Finally a deflection that went Hazelton's way as he's able to cover it up, but a good keep-in from Bannister there to turn almost nothing into a good shot on net with Amsbaugh crashing.
Yeah, again, this first line showing why they are so dominant. Swade, Jackal, Hannison, and Frank Tefelsky will come out for this last minute and 15 seconds with Malika and Nico Hannison on the back end. Swade able to put it through the legs of Kepke, and a shot from Malika's tipped in front, bounces around, and it's going to be sent out to the boards by Kroyman. A great job there, clearing the middle of the ice. Swade now, minute left in this first period. Swade makes a move around Van Wheelie, plays it in front, looking for Tefelsky, and a hand flies up from the official, and the Bulldogs will head to yet another power play in this first period.
Yeah, you might have seen there from Klugerman giving Swade a little bit of a whack as he was trying to beat him wide. Two hands on the stick, and it looks like Swade kind of flinched a little bit at it, so definitely hit somewhere that hurt. Now the Bulldogs will have another power play late in this first period.
Now we've seen the Bulldogs spoil 2 power plays today with penalties of their own, hopefully to keep it clean on this one. Loretto, control up top for the Bulldogs to O'Hannison, and Troon throwing a hard wraparound opportunity, but Hazelton was there. Jack O'Hannison cycled it back to Troon. Hannison to Troon in front, tries to make a quick play. Troon moved it to Bannister up top to Loretto. Bannister lets one fly in front, rebound, and it's going to be stopped by Hazelton and frozen. And now some extracurricular activities. Bannister and Troon are in there. Kapke didn't like the way that Bannister came in and tapped his goalie.
Yeah, shout out Troon for becoming both a net front presence. You saw him get in front of Hazelton there, but also working below the net, trying to feed some of the guys in the middle, who was, I believe Saney was in the middle there for almost a good one-timer. But good stuff from Troon, making some opportunities from down below the net.
And yet again, another power play will be spoiled by the Bulldogs. Bannister set Penna flying into the boards from behind. I don't think the referees will take too kindly to that one. He'll sit for 2.
Yeah, it looks like these Bulldogs are starting to get. Looks like they're only being kind of dirty when they're on the power play at this point. They're doing a lot of opportunities missed, honestly, from these power plays. Only 30 seconds of a power play from the Bulldogs. Now it's going to be 4-on-4 to end up this period.
Yeah, they're going blow for blow on power plays, but like you said, only when the Bulldogs start off on the power play. As Jacob will waft that puck out of the zone before Ochitwa will corral it for the Falcons. Did he pass over to Penna? Swade does a drive by, and Summers will come into pressure. Allard behind the net, and they'll take this to triple zeros as this first period ends with 6 total goals scored, 5 from Adrian and 1 from the Concordia University, Wisconsin Falcons. As Saney nets 2, he's got 5 goals in this series. Overall, what's kind of your recap if you're Coach Phillips heading into the locker room? What do you tell this team on senior day?
I'd say if I was Coach Phillips, I would tell my team just keep doing what they're doing. Obviously what they're doing is working so far. A lot of crisp passes from this team. The goal from Ryan Vellucci, the 4th goal, really stood out to me. It was clean passing all the way from their own zone, clean breakout, clean into the neutral zone, and clean in the offensive zone with a nice little tap-in finish from Vellucci there. And honestly, that's what I'm really seeing. And I'm on the other side, I'm seeing a lot. I saw glimpses of hope from the Concordia team. They started out a little bit sluggish, but they really picked it up. They were actually out shooting the Bulldogs at one point. Then the Bulldogs just started turning on the gas pedal and started taking it to them late.
Yeah, we saw a lot of great plays. One again here from was a great save there by Jackson Bernard in front. Quick bang play. He says no as we get set for our Bruiser shootout here at the Arrington Ice Arena. I mean, you had 5 goals scored in that period. Vellucci 1, Summers 1, Saney 2, and Sorensen 1. Just a great all-round effort from the team. We saw Jacob take a nice shot that was tipped by Anton Sorensen to end the scoring in the first period. Kind of any takeaways for this? What do you see from Concordia, Wisconsin? You said they had hope, but on the defensive end, you let up 5 goals. There's obviously some issues. What do you think Jim Morris's message is to this Concordia team for how to take care of that front of the net maybe a little bit better in the second period?
Honestly, I really think I think the forwards need to start playing a bit more of a defensive role in this game, as we've been seeing a lot of odd man rushes, a lot of 3-on-2s, a lot of breakaway slips from Saney, and then Ansbaugh had one as well. And that's something that the forwards need to start back checking on. And while they're in their zone, they need to get sticks out in lanes again. Some we saw that was really good from them last night. And we saw a lot of sticks in passing lanes and bodies and shooting lanes, and that's why the shots were so close yesterday. And I really think that's something they need to get back to in this game.
Yeah, Concordia was beating Adrian 7-6 in the shot total for the Adrian Bulldogs. Went on a run 11-0 in the shot department. It's 5-1 here at the Arrington Ice Arena. We'll step away. Don't go anywhere for some second period action. You're watching NCAA men's hockey on ACTV.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at AdrianCollegeTV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life. A time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and great opportunity. A time that you will always look back on.
This is the Arrington Bookstore at Adrian College, the place to get game day ready, represent your clubs and organizations, and be Bulldog proud. With a wide selection of merchandise and a smile at every visit, stop by inside the Kane Student Center to pick up your Adrian College wares and make it another great day to be a Bulldog.
Welcome to Adrian College, where we believe in educating both the heart and the mind. With over 100 innovative academic programs and 10 cutting-edge institutes, you'll find a path that's right for you. Join our vibrant community of over 50 athletic teams and discover why we're recognized as a U.S. News & World Report Most Innovative Institution. Adrian College, where passion meets purpose. Your future starts here.
I'm a special ed social worker.
And I'm a third-year public affairs major.
I'm an action filmmaker.
Jevi is like a consolidated platform where I could have focused information in a couple swipes.
You can be another small voice that adds to a beautiful space. That's what I'm here for.
One-on-one battles lead to unit battles, which lead to team battles, and then a big victory at the end. Nothing different today than what you do every day, all right? Love you guys. Win on three. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
Ready to elevate your game? At Adrian College, our athletes strive for excellence on and off the field. Get involved in over 50 student clubs and organizations where your passions meet purpose. With innovative programs and personalized learning, our academics are designed to ignite your future. Experience vibrant student life, where community and connection shape your college journey. Adrian College, where you belong. Apply today and become part of the Bulldog family.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campusvisit.
These students who have worked so hard to achieve what so many never achieve. This evening you join the select company of people who hold a baccalaureate degree or a master's degree. You join a privileged group of individuals, a minority of persons in this country, and an even smaller fraction from around the world who have had both the opportunity to pursue higher education and the intelligence, discipline, and determination to reach this goal. You should be very proud.
I will unquestionably miss being an Adrian College Bulldog. I will miss the pink flowers that light up the campus each spring, the dining halls that prompt exchanges of, "How's your day been?" after a long day of classes, and the sporting events that fill students with pride. I will miss the way this campus instantly feels like home each time I set foot on that Bulldog Mile.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
Saney nets 2 to kick off a 5-goal first period for the Adrian College Bulldogs. As we welcome you back inside the Arrington Ice Arena, I'm Michael Schubeck alongside my partner here, Owen Barber. Owen, it was a dominant first period. It was 2-1 to start that period, pretty close. Thought the Falcons were kind of mounting a comeback. Then the Bulldogs caught fire and netted 3 of their own to end the first. Where do we stand after 20 minutes?
I would say that the Bulldogs are obviously in the driving seat of this game so far. It's their game to lose right now. And hopefully we can see Concordia team kind of play how they were like in the middle of that period. There was had a lot more opportunities. Although a lot of their shots were from outside the center of the of their offensive zone, there was still a lot of good opportunities out there as well. hopefully we can see a bit more of that and see more competition. But at the same time, the Bulldogs are just on absolute fire right now. From the top of their lineups, in Patrick Saney down to their fourth line with Vellucci and Sorensen. All of their lines are scoring right now, and all their lines are bringing the heat to this Concordia team.
As we'll take you over to Concordia, Wisconsin, where the Adrian College NCAA women's team is taking on the Falcons in Wisconsin. It's their second game of a 2-game series. Concordia came out on top yesterday 6-3, but today, 4:24 left in the second period, your Bulldogs hold a 4-2 lead. This is for the NCAA regular season title as both teams come in. Now Concordia took a lead as of last night with 2 points, but the Bulldogs have a chance to take it right back with a win today as they are up by 2 in that latter half of the second period. And we'll take it over to Shrine as well in Indiana, as if Marion wins down there, the Bulldogs will clinch a regular season championship, but Shrine is up 3-1 on Marion in the second period. 10 minutes to go in that second period in Shrine. As we take a look after the stats after 20 minutes, Owen, what's your breakdown?
I'm seeing, as we've seen a lot of, Adrian is dominating in shots right now. Although Concordia at one point was leading in shots, Concordia is doing very well in the block shots category. You can see the power plays there were very skewed and very even, as every time Adrian got a power play, they took a penalty right afterwards. And they're also winning in faceoffs right now, as we can see, although that does look pretty even so far. But I'd like to see from Adrian a bit more discipline on the power play and honestly just not get their own penalty while they are on the power play.
Yeah, the Bulldogs coming out strong. 23 accredited shots after that first period to Concordia's 11. It's a dominant showing from the Bulldogs, especially towards that latter half. We saw them really take it away, especially in the hands of Patrick Saney, who kicked off the scoring himself with 2 straight goals. And then after that, everyone got in on the party with Vellucci, Summers, and Sorensen adding a tally themselves. And the Bulldogs will take the ice as we're a minute away here from puck drop in the second period. We're taking a look. I mean, I thought Blake Hazelton, the goaltender, the netminder for Concordia, played a solid period. I mean, he comes in with a .930, just under that .930 save percentage mark. Thought he played a solid period. You get 23 shots in 20 minutes. It's really hard to stay poised. Would you expect we see Hrdlicka here, or do we think they stick with Hazelton?
Well, it looks like Hrdlicka is leading the Falcons out, and it looks like he's going to the net, so it looks like that's who their guy is for the second period. But honestly, I kind of agree with you there. I think Hazelton kind of got left out to dry a little bit. Yeah, there probably were a couple of opportunities there that he wants back. Probably one of them would be that backhand goal from Vellucci, and one of them and the Saney second, in my opinion, were the ones that Hazelton didn't really perform well on. But other than that, he's been doing very well. The Concordia team's leaving him out a little bit to dry, especially with all the shots taken from the center of the house.
Yeah, Cameron Hrdlicka, the better lateral moving of the 2 goaltenders. We saw him last night make a couple phenomenal saves. He was flopping around all over the crease. We'll see if he can come in and give life to this Concordia team in the second period. We're off with Green and Sadie taking the face-off, so it'll come out in favor of Nico Hannison. Malika, D-to-D pass. We'll find the stick of Sorensen. Sorensen back to Malika. Quick play back to Saney, goes through his feet. Saney picks up the puck before it's intercepted by Green, who fires a shot, saved by Bernard. Back up top, Kapke rips one, blocked by O'Hannison. Shot again from Kroyman, before it's stripped away by Saney. Where does he have 3 in him? No, but he's hooked. Are we going to get a penalty shot call here? No, it'll be set to the boxes. Number 27, Matt Green.
Wow, some good start from the Concordia team, trying to get a little bit of possession. Then a great block shot from Saney, just takes off to the races. Almost has him beat, but is very good defense from I believe that was Kroike. And now the Bulldogs will be up on a 4-on-3.
A 4-on-3 power play here for the Bulldogs. As we said before, they've been going blow for blow on penalties. Every time Concordia takes one, the Bulldogs are right behind them. Face-off bounces around. Summers able to just keep it in on the blue line. Goes D to Clark. Clark drops it to Amsbaugh. Over to Summers. Summers back to Amsbaugh in the middle. Backdoor shot by Swade just wide. Hrdlicka not able to get over. Unfortunately, the wide open net. Swade unable to capitalize. Clark now at the blue line. Was looking for Swade, unable to completely get the puck to him, and Brown sends it the length of the ice, but a quick play back to Armstrong as Bernard sent one flying. Tried to leave it for Swade, but it was tipped over the head, and now come the Bulldogs again. Clark has it poked away by Penna. And behind the net is Gouvenal, who will loft one, and it's handled there in the middle of the ice by Summers. Great patience to keep the line. Amsbaugh breaks it, shot moves, scores! The patience, the poise, and the finish. Ian Amsbaugh sends the Bulldogs up 5.
That's the kind of patience we like to see out of somebody who has 31 assists on the season. Ian Amsbaugh is so calm and so collected. An easy pass from Summers. Just patiently waits out the goalie. Goalie thinks he's moving to the left, moves it right back to the right. Uncontested net, just taps it in from there. Now the Bulldogs are up 5 in this game.
Yeah, Ian Amsbaugh nets only his 9th goal of the season. It'll be his 40th point as he continues to dominate for this Bulldog squad. Loretto now takes it back behind the net, pressured by Gouvenal. Loretto taking all the space that this team is giving him. And now Saney to Troon, looking to feed it back to Saney. He does. In the corner, Troon threads to the middle of the ice. Saney. Long pass to Loretto, over to Bannister. Has Saney in the net for a tip shot, unable to find him. Gouvenal with great pressure, tips out. And Jack O'Hannison's going to end up corralling the puck for the Bulldogs. Back to Loretto. Long pass, Bannister's just going to let it go behind him. I don't think he saw that puck. It'll be an icing called, and offensive zone draw now coming up for the Falcons.
Yeah, a bit of a miscommunication there between Bannister and I believe it was Saney on who's collecting that puck, and the puck went all the way down. Now it's going to be a defensive zone faceoff for the Bulldogs. Could be kind of dangerous. We'll see what Wisconsin has on this faceoff here.
Saney either to win the draw back, gathered up by Loretto. The assistant captain on defense will take it up the ice with speed. Drops it back to Saney, quick pass to O'Hannison, chip to Troon. 15 seconds left on the power play here for the Bulldogs. Gets chipped to Jack O'Hannison. Takes his time, no one open. O'Hannison fires it cross ice, looking for Bannister. Off of his backhand. Bannister backdoor! Gets tipped in front, looking for Saney. To Jack O'Hannison, over to Saney. Saney's gonna look for 3. Unable to find it behind the net. Doesn't have the lane. Out to Jack O'Hannison. Goes just through his stick. Back around, tipped by Saney. Ends up in the hands of Troon. Troon gathers the puck. Makes a move at the hash mark. Chips it back. Penna's there to intercept. Loretto. The puck takes a hard bounce off of Patrick Saney's leg and rattles up into the netting.
Some good defensive play there from the Concordia Falcons, keeping the Bulldogs to the outside, especially as that power play was dwindling down. And especially on that cross ice, I believe that was going to Summers. Concordia was able to shut them down and keep all shots and players from on the outside of the zone.
Vellucci now taking the face-off. He'll lose it back. Kapke with the win. Ochitwa to Kapke, looking for a long stretch pass to Klugerman. He's unable to hand it back out in front to Klugerman. But a great defensive play there from Bowman. Sorensen in a board battle with Kroyman. Plays a pass off the boards to Kapke. Or Panna there on the pressure. Ochitwa lets it go around. Kroyman takes a big blow to the knee. And now the Bulldogs will come the other way. Vellucci chips it around Klugerman, and he'll go hard himself. Hrdlicka throws it around the boards for a breakout pass. Chip forward. Ochitwa's got one-on-one with Nick O'Hannison. He'll hold up, looks for a pass, but blindly fires it, looking for Van Wheely. But he had two Bulldog defenders home. Ochitwa bounces out to Vellucci. Now the Bulldogs will come the other way. Pass to Lovasek. Played it to Orpana. Long backhand saucer pass. Takes a hit off of the shoulder pad of Klugerman. Penna corrals it for the Falcons. And Gouvenal takes a tumble in the offensive zone with nobody around him. Almost an offsides call here. And a battle back and forth. Both doors will open up. And it'll be a penalty apiece here. One for Tefelsky and one for Auspis.
Yeah, as we saw there, as the puck got dumped down low, bit of a altercation between those two. Must have been missed on the replay a little bit.
They'll start to be swayed going to the box for the Bulldogs.
Interesting call. I kind of missed what happened there, but I'm assuming a bit of a roughing for both players. Probably went to work, as you see from Jake Swade. He is 100% a fighter for this team. I believe he has 47 penalty minutes on the season so far. That'll probably be his 49th right there.
You are correct. That'll be his 49th penalty minute of the season. Royman lets one fly. We're on 4-on-4 action here. Did not see exactly what happened, but I heard some wood on pad. As Tefelsky drops it back to Clark, who'll quickly move it over DDD to Bannister, and a great move, able to shift away from Brown behind the net was Bannister. Now with speed is Bannister, as he'll take it up the ice. He rips right around, stops, blows a tire. And now come back the Falcons on a 2-on-1, but a great back check by Tefelsky negates it. Allard will settle it down for the Falcons behind his own cage. Fake leaves it, he'll take it himself. Moves it to Kepke. Again, not much space being allowed here by the Bulldogs. They clog the middle of the ice so well. And now Tefelsky goes on to pressure Kroyman. Kroyman moves it to the middle on a quick pass to Kepke. Looking for Orme Lynch on the outside. Unable to connect. Jacob hard bounce pass. Kepke intercepts at the blue line. Orme Lynch will dump it right back in, but Loretto's there to get full possession of the puck for the Bulldogs. It is a 4-on-4. Here comes Jack O'Hannison. Makes a move at the blue line on Kroyman. Kroyman, a great defensive defender and a physical one at that. Orme Lynch in the corner for the Falcons. Able to drop the puck back to Kroyman. Pass off the boards to Wersing. Around Bernard, unable to handle it behind the net. Jacob with a great poke check to clear the zone for the Bulldogs. Ronan chipped it into Penna. Before it's corralled by Jack O'Hannison, and here go the Bulldogs. It's Patrick Saney. Makes the move, stops up, plays it across, but a great tip there from the Falcons. Saney behind the net, able to beat out Brown. Before it's one to the middle, we have a stretch pass here looking. They were looking to connect with Levi Carter. Unfortunately, unable to do so as Malika, the defenseman, makes a move. He's on offense right now. Amsbaugh, the patience at display once again. Ian Amsbaugh rifles a shot, rebound in front. But a great job there by Forrest to clear it. Forrest makes a move on Amsbaugh. He's going to fly right around him. Drop to Gouvenal. To Carter. Carter takes it behind the net. Great pressure here from the Falcons. We are back to 5-on-5 action. Amsbaugh. He's going to take his time and move with speed. Cross pass to Troon. Troon tries a shot, but great deflection there from Allard. And Hrdlicka will get a mid on it. And some more extracurricular activities here as Allard's not too happy with Theo Troon.
Some great pressure from both sides there. Saw Amsbaugh again with really good patience, getting a shot through multiple people to almost get that in.
Ready to explore your Adrian future? Scholarship Day lets admitted students tour campus, meet faculty, and earn a renewable scholarship. Register now at adrian.edu/admissions/visit-campus-scholarship-day-day. link was on the bottom of your screen there in the lower third. Is now even another whistle here at the AIA.
Yeah, we see over here, great opportunity, almost was able to get there, was Van Wheelie for that, but wasn't able to get a stick on it.
We have a neutral zone face-off here. One back. Clark will corral it for the Bulldogs. He'll stop and take his time now. Great backhand pass to Bannister. Bannister flies one over. Great touch to Orpana, and here come the Bulldogs. Orpana tries a short side shot, but Herlika able to get a shoulder on it. Van Wheelie. Bellucci now tries to play it in front. Sorensen tips it away. Bannister to the middle to Clark. Clark twirls around, pirouettes at the blue line, takes a shot, and it's blocked in front. Before it flies off of Klugerman's stick and out of play, it'll be a face-off inside the Falcon zone.
Yeah, that was a earlier in the shift, that was a really great flip over to Orpana. Almost got a shot off as well. It's also a really good opportunity from Levi Carter here, who has the assist on tonight's goal as well.
Yeah, great overall dominating period here to start from the Bulldogs. Only have one goal, but a lot of possession time is spent in the Falcon end. Loretto up top, chipped by Lovasek, looking for Tafowski. Swade fires one in front, but Forrest is there after a great stick by Herlika. And just batted out of the zone by Brown before Green's going to end up taking one. Attempting to drive towards the net, but Loretto, a great defensive play, able to angle him off into the boards. Jacob comes in for some extra assistance as it's batted towards the net and tipped away. Green now for the Falcons. Attempting to cycle it back, looking for Forrest, but it's going to be taken away, intercepted here. Bulldogs come the other way on a 3-on-2. Soft chip to Defelsky, and he looked for a cross-ice pass to Jacob, but Jacob at the last second decided to change, and now Bowman will grab it for the Bulldogs back in their own end. Stretch pass to Defelsky, almost taken away by Massimu. Defelsky, quick pass to Swade. Swade driving in, takes it around the net, plays one in front, nobody there for the Bulldogs. And again, passes from this Falcon team, unable to find their own players' sticks. Time and time again, the Bulldogs coming away with great takeaways. Kroyman behind the net. Plays it to Massimu. Worsong will dump the puck back around before it's taken by Maximu. And Maximu intercepts on a great job with his hands in the middle of the ice, but fires it wide. Penna strips it away. Great offensive pressure before a flying summer stick knifes it away. Malika turns around, newcomer. Able to settle one in. Toe drag shot, easy save for Bernard with the glove as he flashes the leather for the first time today.
There's Bernard finally getting a bit of action that they're seeing. And it looks like we're going to have a penalty late after on Sawyer Worsing.
Worsing not really the penalty type. 18 total minutes on the year. He'll head to the box for his 20th. Bulldogs head to a power play. Not what you want if you're the Falcons. Any hope that you had left in this game is going to go away if the Bulldogs capitalize on this opportunity.
Let's just hope that the Bulldogs don't get one of their own penalties, because that seems to be what the pattern has been so far this game.
Yeah, they love taking penalties once the Falcons take some of their own. We saw this game last night get a little bit scrappy towards the end of the third period. It started off a little scrappy today, and it seems to be continuing in this second period. Carter gets rammed into the boards by Swade. Clark now with the puck, plays it to Fowski, over to Swade. Swade tried a quick pass to Summers in front. As now we have a 2-on-2 battle ensuing. I don't know how a holding call was not called in the corner there on the Falcons. Here's Amsbaugh. Tries to thread one through a couple of players to Tefelsky, but he doesn't get through clean. Tefelsky now Tries to cycle it to Summers, but it'll be cleared the length of the ice by Carter. Bernard with a quick play up to Amsbaugh. Amsbaugh will take it in. He's got Summers breaking. Amsbaugh over, shot, backdoor tipped. And it rattles out in front. And now the Falcons will go the other way, looking for a shorthanded goal. It's Green, but Clark angles nicely to the outside, able to turn him away. Clark to Amsbaugh. He'll take the space, but hard pressure from Green as he bounces right off. And now we're going to get a penalty called here. On Ian Amsbaugh for holding.
Wow, yet another power play that ends up in a penalty for the Bulldogs. Ian Amsbaugh was holding the Falcons player back. Might have been Kepke. I'm not exactly sure who it was. But another 4-on-4 which seems very common in tonight's game.
Yeah, a penalty wither game as we're only halfway through the second period. A lot of time left to play. Bannister, and another penalty here will be handed to the Bulldogs. It'll be a technical call on Bannister. He'll head to sit.
Yeah, it looks like from what we see in the replay there, Bannister is definitely getting a little bit lippy at the official there. And that's what they called him for. Probably some unsportsmanlike activities down below the net, as the referee was kind of in the way trying to get out, didn't get out far enough, and he just stuck his hand up and called it, and now it's going to be a 4-on-3 in favor of the Falcons.
A lot of space out there for both teams. A 4-on-3 for the Falcons. They'll get plenty of time on this 4-on-3. They'll actually head to a 5-on-3 in 48 seconds, and they'll get a minute and 10 of that. So a lot of opportunity here for the Falcons. You'd like to score on both penalties, but Saney will just send it the length of the ice, kill some time here. Great job by Jacob Saney. As Gouvenal will lead the power play rush for the Falcons. Gouvenal takes his time in front. A shot by Kepke is saved and turned away by Bernard. Gouvenal able to keep it in to Krugerman before Jacob's there to take it away. Jacob will take the space in front of him and just fires it down, and Herlika will turn it away to the boards. Van really a great job here by this Adrian Power penalty kill to start. Gouvenal steps in and just lofts one into the far corner, and Vellucci with a great play to turn around and slam it the length of the ice.
Falcons are not doing a very good job so far on this power play. A lot of missed passes and a lot of guys almost running into each other, making it easy for the Bulldogs to defend more than one player at once.
As Gouvenal will control the puck, settle it down for this Falcons power play. It's a 5-on-3 here. Gouvenal over to Klugerman. He'll wait out Nick O'Hannison, fire one off of his own player, and Levi Carter, who will go to the ice. And now the Bulldogs will head to the penalty box once again as the referee's hand is up. It's going to be a 6-on-3 here for a moment, and Bernard tips it away. Penna controls the puck. 6-on-3 here for the Falcons. Penna over to Carter. Carter looking backdoor, tipped away by Clark. It's going to be Ronan. Ronan in front, is right in front in that slot area. Doesn't take the shot, and a great job by Clark to get a stick on the puck. They killed a lot of penalty time there. There'll be 6 seconds left on their current penalty, but they'll have 2 more to kill after this.
Yeah, Bernard with the cross check right in front of his own crease. As the guy who blocked his own player's shot was just sitting in front of there. And Bernard, I don't know exactly what was said or anything, but Bernard ended up cross-checking him way out of the way of the play. And now it's going to be another 5-on-3 for about 6 seconds and another power play.
It's going to be Vellucci, who had a great twirl around clearing play on the penalty kill. Will head to the box to sit for his own 2. Ryan Vellucci, not the penalty minutes type, 12 on the year. It'll be his 14th total minutes. Carter set to take the draw here for the Falcons. Carter able to win it back. It'll be 3 seconds of a 5-on-3. Klugerman steps in to Carter. Carter back to Klugerman. Bannister comes flying back in for the Bulldogs. Klugerman to Carter. Carter out in front, back door. Unable to handle it cleanly is Ochitwa. Gouvenal heads back and controls the puck, trying to get something going here on the power play for the Falcons. Van Wheely to Klugerman. Over back to Van Wheely. Bowman with hard pressure from the Bulldogs. Ochitwa pressured by Amsbaugh. Bowman now behind the net for Adrian, trying to clear the puck. 1 minute and 18 seconds left on this power play for the Falcons. They need one here. Van Wheely. Bodied by Bowman into the boards. Amsbaugh there for assistance with Nick O'Hannison. Swade now will send the puck the length of the ice. 59 seconds left here, and some more time will run off before the Falcons went to the zone. Reutman, with not much time left on this power play, is going to take his time moving up the ice. Ronan, chip to Brown. Brown, and a great stick work there, poked away by Loretto. Ronan. DD pass over to Reutman. Reutman back to Ronan, lets one fly, tipped away in front by a sea of bodies there. Reutman working his way, taking his time. 25 seconds left on the power play. Up top to Ronan. Ronan back to Penna, who lets one fly, blocked by Jacob. And a DDD pass is tipped into the netting by Saney. And a penalty-killing performance here from the Bulldogs is being put on.
Well, some really great aggression from this Bulldogs penalty kill and really putting their bodies on line, as you saw at the last minute there. Julian Jacob coming out to take that one. Otherwise, Penna had it. Without Jacob there, Penna had a clear lane to the net, but Julian Jacob took all of that shot, ate the entire thing. Bernard's very happy with him right now, I can assure you.
As Summers wins that draw back to Clark, who moved it over to Peters, and it goes right back to Clark, and he backhands it all the way down to into the stick of Herlika. Now the Falcons here, 3 seconds left on their power play. It'll be even strength here. Back to 5-on-5. Bellucci comes flying out of the box to pressure Kroyman, and Summers on a nice back check knifes it away. Tipped by Bernard behind the net. Now the Bulldogs trying to escape their own zone. Bellucci now will try to sidestep Kepke. He does. Bellucci away, looking for two. Does he have it? No. Tipped away by Herlika. And now lofted the length of the ice by the Falcons. Bannister is able. Ooh, close call there from the referee. Bannister looked like he might have been able to get there in time. They're going to blow the whistle anyways, and it'll be an offensive zone face-off for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Ryan Bellucci could not catch a break on that puck. Seemed to be rolling the entire way he had it on his stick. Unfortunately, great breakaway opportunity to go around Kepke there. Fortunately, couldn't get a hold of it or put it back in the back of the net.
Summers now set to take the offensive zone draw against Forrest. Summers will win it back to O'Hannison. Played to Clark. Dumps it right back in. Peters with hard pressure on Kroyman. Kroyman with a great pass between the legs of Summers. Able to feed it to Forrest. Bounces off a couple of sticks. Ends up in the hands of Clark. Clark pirouettes behind the net. Plays a quick pass and another pirouette by Bannister. And he'll take it up the ice for the Bulldogs and sidesteps Maximieux. Maximieux again. Pressured here hard by Clark. A great job by this Bulldog defense, but he'll be called for a holding call, which is interesting because he had his stick wrapped around. And don't miss Chase Matthew live at Adrian College on Saturday, March 21st at 7 p.m. for our spring concert. It's free for all Adrian College students, and tickets are available now at adriancollege.hometownticketing.com. That's March 21st, Chase Matthew at Adrian College. We're holding it down. As yet again, the Falcons will head to another power play, but both teams like to trade blows here in the penalty-taking department. And Clark will fire one immediately the length of the ice. The Bulldogs have had no problem killing the Falcons' power play today. Really not been able to get anything going on the control end. Great sticks from players like Clark and Malika have held the Falcons scoreless on the power play. And a great tip by Vellucci. It's held in. Brown now rips a shot, blocked by Nico Hannison. Brown unable to corral it, and it'll be sent again by O'Hannison, but tipped by Penna and controlled by Penna. Pass up top to Reutemann. Reutemann lets one fly off of Bernard. Brown was in front for the screen, did a great job at that. Bernard barely able to see that puck fly. Green up top to Ronan, back down to Green. They're playing catch as it ends up back in Ronan's hands. He fires a shot off Bernard. Rebound in front and sent the length of the ice by Anthony Malika.
This Bulldog team is doing very well on their penalty kills so far. Being very aggressive, especially on the boards, not letting the Falcons do very much there.
As here comes Carter flying in, able to set up this possession for the Falcons. Green, quick pass, shot turned away. Bernard denies Van Wheelie of his second of the game. Klugerman. 2-0 Chitwa up top, a long shot from Van Wheelie. Bernard turns it to the corner. Klugerman, Jacob comes out, wins the battle, and shot the length of the ice by Tefelsky. A phenomenal penalty killing showing from the Bulldogs. Gouvenal makes a couple of shoulder moves before dropping it back to Carter. Carter twirls around Bowman, plays it in front, ends up in the hands of Klugerman, looking for Chitwa. Back up top to Gouvenal, lets one fly. In front again. A no call there on a cleared tripping. But here comes Sorensen now, a 3-on-2 for the Bulldogs. Sorensen wraps around in front, tries to play it. Good stick by Hrdlicka, shot by Bowman just off the stick of Hrdlicka. Bannister now taking his time. He'll work behind the net. Referee kind of gets in the way, tries a backhand saucer to Vellucci, but it'll fly out of the zone. And now back come the Bulldogs. Quick play up, Vellucci flying through. He's got space, takes a shot, fired in the chest of Hrdlicka. As his mask rattles away as well.
Yeah, some really good opportunities from Vellucci there. 2 in a row. Almost got a wraparound to Arpana, who did a really good job getting himself as a presence in front of the net. And on that one right there, Vellucci almost got through with it. As we see here, looking back on the Falcons power play. Almost a really good opportunity in the middle.
Yeah, great job by this Bulldog penalty kill yet again, turning away the Falcons, who have yet to convert. But an overall great showing from this Bulldog power play. Oh, sorry. Actually, the Falcons were able to convert on one of their earlier power plays in the first period, but since then, the Bulldogs have done an amazing penalty killing job. As the puck flies towards the net. And now Malika will head to against a 2-on-1 with Makasmew. An interesting play there. He tried to kind of go towards the middle. Malika read it beautifully. A shot from Koepke is turned away by Swade. Swade tips it up, and now here come the Bulldogs. And two Falcons end up colliding. And Koepke will head to the box, and the Bulldogs will head to a power play.
These officials are very trigger happy tonight. They're calling a lot of things that honestly are very, very iffy on if they're penalties or not, in my opinion. But players running up on the ice and the refs are calling it, and so now it's going to be a power play for the Bulldogs. See if it can be their first one without drawing their own penalty.
Yeah, Bulldogs are 0 for 5 on the power play, but a lot of those power plays are cut short by penalties of their own. Amsbaugh fires one across to Peters. He's able to win his battle, deflect it around. Clark. To Summers, sorry. And in front, quick play, rebound, and a flying Hrdlicka comes in to make the save on Tefelsky. Up top to Clark, over to Amsbaugh, fires it quick to Swade, unable to handle it. Brown's there for the Falcons, able to take it away, looking for a shorthanded goal. Green comes flying in. Great stick work by Amsbaugh. Brown fires one just wide of Bernard. Green aimlessly throws it. Now here comes Tefelsky and the Bulldogs. To Troon, back to Amsbaugh, back to Troon. Takes his time, goes for the wraparound off the post, and Hrdlicka says no. Now Amsbaugh is up, and we have extracurricular activities at the AIA.
Yeah, love to see a couple cross checks going there as the Falcons are guarding their net and guarding Hrdlicka from Theo Troon, who was trying to get a puck up through the middle. And jammed away at the rebound. The Falcons are not going to let that go. Some good opportunities there. Falcons had a 3-on-1 opportunity going down shorthanded. Almost got away from them.
And a penalty-filled first 2 periods will continue. As with 7.5 seconds left, Amsbaugh and Allard will take a seat. As Adrian will take their 9th penalty of the game, and in shorts, Concordia will take their 7th. Sorry, 8th penalty for Concordia on the day. This is just updated right here in front of me. The Bulldogs with 9. 17 total penalties in only 2 periods of play. Now the officials trying to sort out. Reutemann not very happy, voicing his opinion. It'll remain 5-on-4 for the Bulldogs. They'll stay on the power play as Saney, Troon, Jack O'Hannison, Loretto, and Bannister will be at their 5.
Seven and a half seconds left in this period, and a face-off from outside of the zone. I wonder if the Bulldogs are going to try to draw up anything, try to get a quick shot on net, maybe a good goal here. See what they have in store for this, as there's a lot of time in between as the coaches for Concordia. Jim Moso is having a very lengthy conversation with the officials, trying to figure out what on earth is happening with the penalty box situation here.
A little bit of confusion. Reutemann tried to deal with it, wasn't able to, so the referees took to the bench and Jim Moso. As now Adam Phillips needs an explanation. Jones will go over there to talk to him. As the puck will finally drop. Only 7.5 seconds left here in this second period. 1:10 left on a power play for the Bulldogs. Amsbaugh and Allard sitting after that. Coincidental minors for both, I believe. Saney trying to play it through the legs of Carter. Makes its way out to Bannister, who needs to take a quick shot. Fires one, but it's going to be high and wide, and the whistle will blow. Bulldogs head to the locker room with a 6-1 lead. Only 1 goal given up after the goalie change by Concordia. Great job there from Cameron Hrdlicka, who we saw last night. Stopped 26 of 30 shots on him. Great goaltender, moves side to side very well. If you're Jim Moso, what's your kind of feeling after throwing Hrdlicka there into the second period?
I think it was the right call for sure. With Blake Hazelton, he was doing pretty good, I will say, but he definitely let a couple get away from him. Wasn't consistent all period. Hrdlicka, on the other hand, was stopping almost everything thrown at him. Only thing was getting faked out by Amsbaugh earlier in that period. But other than that, he's been standing on his head pretty well. But at the same time, Concordia's kind of stepped it up in the defensive zone a little bit. We started to see a bit more of the sticks in lanes and bodies in shooting lanes that we saw in the last game. And that definitely was a big part of it as well. But Hrdlicka for sure stepped it up a little bit and standing on his head as well.
For sure, as Ian Amsbaugh scores the lone goal of that period for the Bulldogs on a great patient play that we were able to see here. The way that he kind of moves around the ice, he does it with such a purpose. He knows what he's doing 100% of the time, and it's very rare. But he's also blessed to play with great line mates in Saney and Troon. I mean, how much do you think Amsbaugh benefits as we see his great play here?
Yeah, I mean, obviously that although Ansbaugh was doing the deking and faked the goalie out, made her leaky think he was going left. It was a great setup from Summers as well, and being on the line with him and with Troon and Saney has definitely helped out, as that line has now scored 3 of the goals so far this game. And yeah, Ansbaugh is just doing very well, and his line mates are setting him up beautifully.
That number 1 line for the Bulldogs netted 3 last night. They got 3 more again today. This Bulldog squad doing just a great job enforcing kind of the play throughout. Obviously a dirty game overall, 17 total penalties. It's taking a little bit. But again, the Falcons failed to convert on the power play time and time again.
Yeah, the Falcons are, honestly, in my opinion, the Falcons are a little bit scared in they're on their power play, and they're being very stagnant, very still. And also at the same time, Bernard's been stepping up as well, but also some really good block shot opportunities, as we saw in one of those replays from Julian Jacob, getting all of that. Bulldogs are definitely helping out their goalie here and keeping pucks out of the net.
As it's 6-1 here at the Arrington Ice Arena in Adrian, Michigan on Senior Day for this Adrian College Bulldog hockey team. Don't go anywhere. Next will be third period action between the Concordia, Wisconsin Falcons and the Adrian College Bulldogs here on ACTV.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at Adrian College TV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life. A time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and great opportunity. A time that you will always look back on.
I'm a special ed social worker.
And I'm a third-year public affairs major.
I'm an action filmmaker.
Jevi is like a consolidated platform where I could have focused information in a couple swipes.
You can be another small voice that adds to a beautiful space. That's what I'm here for.
This is the Arrington Bookstore at Adrian College, the place to get game day ready, represent your clubs and organizations, and be Bulldog proud. With a wide selection of merchandise and a smile at every visit, stop by inside the Kane Student Center to pick up your Adrian College wares and make it another great day to be a Bulldog.
Welcome to Adrian College, where we believe in educating both the heart and the mind. With over 100 innovative academic programs and 10 cutting-edge institutes, you'll find a path that's right for you. Join our vibrant community of over 50 athletic teams and discover why we're recognized as a U.S. News & World Report Most Innovative Institution. Adrian College, where passion meets purpose. Your future starts here.
One-on-one battles lead to unit battles, which lead to team battles, and then a big victory at the end. Nothing different today than what you do every day, all right? Love you guys. Win on three. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Ready to elevate your game? At Adrian College, our athletes strive for excellence on and off the field. Get involved in over 50 student clubs and organizations where your passions meet purpose. With innovative programs and personalized learning, our academics are designed to ignite your future. Experience vibrant student life, where community and connection shape your college journey. Adrian College, where you belong. Apply today and become part of the Bulldog family.
These students who have worked so hard to achieve what so many never achieve. This evening you join the select company of people who hold a baccalaureate degree or a master's degree. You join a privileged group of individuals, a minority of persons in this country, and an even smaller fraction from around the world who have had both the opportunity to pursue higher education and the intelligence, discipline, and determination to reach this goal. You should be very proud.
I will unquestionably miss being an Adrian College Bulldog. I will miss the pink flowers that light up the campus each spring, the dining halls that prompt exchanges of, "How's your day been?" after a long day of classes, and the sporting events that fill students with pride. I will miss the way this campus instantly feels like home each time I set foot on that Bulldog Mile.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
Ian Amsball with the lone goal in that second period for the Bulldogs has them up 6-1 as we head into the third period. This NCAA hockey matchup between the Adrian College Bulldogs and the Concordia, Wisconsin Falcons. Hello and welcome back up into the booth. I am Michael Schubeck alongside my partner Owen Barber. An overall solid period for the Bulldogs. Not much goal scoring, a lot of penalties. What's your message? Again, we went over it after the first period. Adam Phillips going into that locker room. What's your message coming out in the third period? Because you only have 2 games left in the regular season. How do you prepare going into next weekend against Trine?
Well, obviously, going into this period, obviously we know that the refs are trigger happy with their whistles tonight. If I were Phillips, I would obviously say to make sure that we're staying disciplined, that we're not taking any stupid penalties at this point, and that we make sure we maintain our lead as well, and make sure we just don't break down in the defensive zone. Other than that, we're looking pretty good on the Adrian side. Passes have been crisp. Been moving it around. Amsbaugh has been very patient and very crisp with his passes. Some I've seen out of that period. And yeah, Bulldogs just need to keep the foot on the gas because with the Trine and Marion game going on right now, they still might have a chance to win the Peters Cup tonight.
Trine is up 4-3 against Marion over there in Indiana with 9:12 left in the third period. Like Owen said, if Trine does lose this game and Adrian wins here today, they will claim the Peters Cup for the regular season championship. If not, it'll be a home and home next weekend between the Bulldogs and Trine to decide the winner. But take a look at the Adrian College women's team. They finished off Concordia, Wisconsin, out in Wisconsin, 5-2, a dominating victory. They reclaim first place in the NCAA. They'll have to win their 2 games against Trine next weekend to clinch the regular season title on the women's side. Now let's take a look at the stats after 40.
Yeah, so obviously the Bulldogs have been dominating in every stat line so far, besides the lone power play goal that happened in the first period. But also the Bulldogs are 0-9 in power plays right now, but that's just because, as we've seen in a bit of a trend so far this game, that the Bulldogs have just been drawing a penalty every single time they're on the power play, which just ends it with no goal there. But other than that, the Bulldogs have been very dominant so far in this game, and you can see it stats-wise.
As we get set for this third period, Vellucci taking the face-off against Green. It'll be a 5-on-4 for the Bulldogs for 1 minute and 3 seconds. Referee taking his time as Vellucci and Green will square away in the face-off dot. There'll be one back by Green, sent the length of the ice by Koyman immediately. Malika able to miss it. Nico Hannison corrals it for the Bulldogs, and they'll sweep up the ice. Sorensen, long-range pass to Vellucci, twirls around and dumps it in for the Bulldogs. Sorensen not able to win that board battle, tipped out of the zone by Brown. Bernard settles it down for this Bulldog power play. They have 30 seconds left to make a push. Vellucci crosses the red line with steam. He'll dump it around looking for a flying Sorensen. Not able to get there in time is Sorensen, but the puck makes its way back to him. Nico Hannison from the top. Takes a shot. Able to get through a sea of bodies. Malika rips one. Another great save by Hrdlicka. Up top, Nico Hannison keeps it in. He'll fire one on net, and it's blocked there from Reutman. Puck bouncing around in the middle of the ice, finds its way to Vellucci. Vellucci, patience, plays it, looking for Opana. Just wide of his stick. Nico Hannison unable to control it, and Opana throws one kind of aimlessly out towards the blue line. Defenseman went for a change. Opana didn't recognize it. Troon coming flying in, plays it around again to nobody there. Klugerman tries to go D to D. Ronan in front. Peters will fire a shot just wide of Hrdlicka. Dangerous play there from the Falcons. Ochitwa fires one. Saney now dumps it in for the Bulldogs. Troon pirouettes at the blue line and comes flying in with Peters. Troon bats it away. Troon to Clark. Clark fires one. Rebound just wide. Peters not able to get there in time. Great rebound control by Hrdlicka. Reutman played it to Van Wheelie. Cross ice to Ronan. Chips it to Ochitwa. Clark able to lift the stick nicely. Clark wins another puck battle against Ochitwa. Saney there to pick it up. Off the boards, Peters not able to get there in time. And now Saney has steam. Shroom gets a stick on it. Saney takes it out wide. He's got two, looking for a second hat trick in 2 days. Bannister lets one rip off the pass from Saney. Taken away by Saney. Shot just high. Tafowski hops over his stick. Van Wheelie throws it to Klugerman, who will ice the puck. Interesting play there as he's unable to get off the ice, which was his plan. Hamsball and Allard will leave the box, and now offensive zone draw for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, the Bulldogs' pressure from the beginning has obviously just been, as we've seen so far, very, very, very aggressive on their forecheck. You see both Troon and Saney cause turnovers for the Bulldog team. Almost led to a goal with Bannister as well. But yeah, Bulldogs very...
There's a quick play in front there. Van Wheelie will take it the other way for the Falcons. He'll dump it around, takes a weird kick off the boards. Believe it hit a body. Ends up in Ben Loretto's hands behind the net. Jacob flies to his right, and he'll hit Jacob. Moves up the right side, loses the puck, makes a move on Green, plays it through the legs of Lovasek to Swade in the middle, and he'll fire it off a body. Koepka in front, taken away by Swade, chips it to Lovasek, but it's just in front of Lovasek's stick. High pass to Bowman, lets one fly. And Hrdlicka will make the easy glove save as no one was in front of the net.
Yeah, Swade's trying to set something up there with Lovasek. Almost would have been a great backdoor tap in if that pass got through. However, Swade kind of led him a bit too far on that one there. And now the puck stays out of the net.
Summers going to win the draw. Not hard enough back to the defenseman. Doesn't make its way to Orme Lynch. As Peters was sparring for it, gets a stick on in the middle of the ice. Hops over Summers' stick before taken away by Peters. Massimieux throws it in deep. Massimieux again looking to take it away, but Wursung's there. Peters, quick pass to Malika. Malika out wide to Jacko Hannison. Summers now flying in, gets a little bit of a body on him. He's forced aside. Jacko Hannison trying to reach back, so is Bowman. Hard pressure here for Massimieux. And played in Peters. Quick pass to Summers. Back to Jacko Hannison. Lets one fly off of the pad of Hrdlicka. Now here comes Gouvenal. It's a 2-on-2. Tries to chip it, but great stick work there from Bannister. He turns Maximum away. Bannister with speed. Right around, galloping through the neutral zone and makes a great play towards the cage. And it'll be taken up by Hrdlicka.
Nat Bannister there almost got through 3 different Concordia defenders on that one. Would have been a great solo goal if he got through all of them. Honestly, one for the highlight reel, if I must say. But unfortunately, the puck got away from him a little bit, and Hrdlicka was able to pick it up with ease.
Game update here down in Indiana, 4-4 now as Marion ties it up with 3:50 left in the third period. Again, if the Bulldogs win here and Marion wins down in Indiana, it'll be a Peters Cup for the Bulldogs. Clark now behind the net. Pressured by Newcomer. No. Errant pass by Carter ends up all the way down the ice into the defensive zone for the Falcons. Carter attempted to get to that puck, lets it go by both defenders for the Bulldogs, and an icing will be called. Offensive zone draw here for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, the Falcons have not been able to get their tape-to-tape passes that they've been looking for so far this game, especially this period, as we saw a lot of missed opportunities that could have been scoring threats, but some missed passes happened instead of that.
Osmus, the lone goal scorer from yesterday night. Newcomer chips it into Jacob. Jacob back to Sorensen. He's going to let it fly right by him. All the way down to Hrdlicka. Stopping is Osmus. A long pass looking for Carter was Gouvenal. But great stick work from Loretto, who lays a body. As we're going to get some fighting over there in the corner between Carter and Loretto. Carter stabbed him in the back. It looked like Loretto got right back up and threw a cross check in into his back.
Yeah, obviously, Levy Carter was not very happy with that pinch off, and Carter just let it be known. And then Loretto on the other side is not going to let that slide just in the corner away from the play. Obviously, any hockey player would be pissed about that, and now it's an opportunity. Now it's going to be a 4-on-4 for this team.
Yeah, 4-on-4 opportunity here for both teams as Kroyman lets one fire off the face-off dot. Mikko Hannison makes its way to Sorensen. Flying up the ice with Saney. Back to Sorensen. And pile driven into the boards by Kroyman. As I believe that is that is Anton Sorensen. And now Kroyman. Kroyman will sit for 2, and it might be for more. That was a dangerous hit.
Yeah, the Bulldogs bench is really not happy at that. They're sending some threats to the other side with Logan Kroyman.
We have Kroyman exchanging words. One thing you don't do is when you're down by 5 in the third period to start running your mouth, as the referee is going to be hot with that one. As another update from Indiana, Trine has just taken the lead 5-4 with 1:43 left in the third period. A high action third period down there in Indiana if you are a Trine fan tuning into this game. As both of these teams, as Trine and the Bulldogs, will take on each other next weekend in a home-and-home matchup. That, if this score stays true, will decide the Peters Cup. Bulldogs will just have to win 1 of 2 next weekend. Trine flying, and again, they are hard pressing here in Marion's zone as a puck gets flipped by the goalie there. For a little bit radio calling. As Trine just trying to kill some time, but back in the AIA, we have a 5-minute penalty on Kroyman. to Logan Kroyman. Not really a penalty minute guy. He's only taken 2 all season. And now he's got 5 tonight. As Jim Masso heated over there on the far bench for the Falcons. As a timeout by Marion was called in Indiana. Trying to preserve their season chances at a regular season championship. Marion trying to spoil. As finally it's figured out, we're able to play on here at the Arrington Ice Arena. Oh wait, we have some more confusion from the scorer's box. It's going to be 5 minutes for Kroyman. Loretto still serving his penalty for the Bulldogs. 4-on-3 action here. Bulldogs have the man advantage. Clark to Summers. Back to Clark. Walks in. Drop past to Amsball. Over to Summers. Back to Amsball. Turned away nicely by Brown and out of the zone. Amsball will corral. Fakes the drop pass. Comes flying around. Ian Amsball. Pirouettes. Up top to Clark. They'll settle it down. Run their power play. Amsball. Top of the circle. Back to Swade. Up top looking for Amsball in front. And he'll turn it away. Tries a cross ice pass to Summers. Doesn't connect, and it'll roll out of the zone for the Bulldogs. Amsball able to get back outside. Clark backdoor looking for Amsball. And a diving defensive play by Allard. And a shot by Summers is blocked. Amsball looking backdoor again. A high-powered power play for the Bulldogs. They got a whole 5 minutes of it. Amsball taking his time, patient. He'll fly in. More time. Looking backdoor and able to connect with Swade. And finally, Matt Green is able to send it out of the zone for the Falcons. Summers makes a move, trying to split Kepke and Brown. Unable to. Ronan corrals it for the Falcons, and he'll send it the length of the ice. As in Indiana, the game is practically over. 45 seconds left. Trine has gone up 6-4. Bulldogs will rely on their 2-game set with Trine, the Thunder, next weekend. Jacob now on this power play. 3:20 left for the Bulldogs. It'll move to a 5-on-4 here right now. Bannister holds up, plays it up top to Jacob, who fire one just over the net. A missile from Julian Jacob, just high. And Saney tries to whack one towards Jack O'Hannison, doesn't connect. A move by Jacob, though. He's been playing brilliant here, possessing the puck. Drops it back to Bannister, who cross dumps it in, looking for Saney. Great stick lift there, allowing Jack O'Hannison to maintain possession. Penna tipped. Bannister now. Puck going flying in the middle of the ice before tipped out by Brown. Saney. Jack O'Hannison. Bannister has it chipped away and taken away by Gouvenal. But again, a great play by Julian Jacob. He's had a phenomenal series. Netted 1 goal last night, and he's played phenomenal defensively today. Saney to Troon. Up top to Bannister. He'll settle it down for the Bulldogs. 2:18 left on this power play to Saney. Saney is on hat trick watch. He's got 2 of his own. Bowman moves it to Bannister. Takes a shot, rifles it off a stick and up into the netting.
And as the trend goes on, as one team has a power play, another penalty occurs. This time it's going to be on Easton Penna hitting Saney in the back corner, way out of play. Going to get called for interference there.
As it's now a 5-on-3 here for the Bulldogs. Not what you want to see if you're a Falcon fan. Bowman to Malika. Down low. That was to Orpana. Back to Malika. They're going to play catch for a little bit here. Malika sidesteps across the blue line. Shot to Lovasek. He tries to one-time one. A little bit wobbly on the puck there. As now Will Bowman will gallop through the neutral zone here. Untouched, and he'll just dump the puck right in. It'll be an offsides call by the referee a little bit late.
For a 5-on-3, the Falcons are being very, very aggressive there. You saw Van Wheely trying to come out and dive at one of the guys over here. I believe, not exactly sure who it was, but Van Wheely is doing being very aggressive on this 5-on-3. Some you don't see very often from teams that have to run it.
Hannison pauses on the boards, moves it to Clark behind the net. Clark, the defenseman, finds himself below the red line. Up top to Loretto. Walks the blue line, quick pass to Clark. Clark backdoor looking for Jack O'Hannison. A little bit too much height on that one.
And you can see Jack O'Hannison just lift his head. It's like, oh my gosh, there's no way I just missed that. A great setup. Unfortunately, just missing that by a little bit.
Cameron Herlika was not able to get over in time. Jack O'Hannison, you're right, had a wide open net. Able to connect on that one. It's for sure 7-1. Clark lets one fire. It's a no-go as Jack O'Hannison up to Clark. Clark walks around, taking his time, moves it to O'Hannison. Jack O'Hannison moves it up top to Clark. Clark lets one fly. O'Hannison, will he prevail? Oh, off the board in! Jack O'Hannison redeems himself. Floated one over moments ago. This one threads it right in. Bulldogs up 6 here with 10:02 left in the third period.
Yeah, you can see Jack O'Hannison making up for his little bit of mistake. A rebound off of Herlika leaked right to him. Jack O'Hannison had a beautiful shot going bar down and in. Didn't even look like it was going in for a second. I thought it might have been called a crossbar for a second there. Well, the puck went in the net, and the Bulldogs are up 7-1 late in this dominant game for them.
Jack O'Hannison nets his 6th goal of the year, and Lovasek right off the draw picks it off. Bulldogs right away, and Tefelsky is unable. But guess what? The Bulldogs will head right back to the power play, and it'll be 5-on-3 for 37 seconds.
It was a great opportunity there from Lovasek. He was really able to just catch the Falcons off guard and just stick handle his way through like all the players on the faceoffs. They hadn't really moved in time at that point. And now it's gonna be another 5-on-3, as you said.
Matt Kepke will take a seat for the Falcons. 37 seconds left on Kroyman's power play, or penalty, sorry. Swade wins the faceoff back to Tefelsky. Jacob walks in to Tefelsky. Cross ice to Bannister. Up to Jacob. Saucer pass to Tefelsky, tries to tee it up. But he whiffed on it a little bit. Back to Jacob. Moves it over to Bannister. Lets one fire! But Herlika makes a phenomenal stop there as Nathaniel Bannister was knocking on the door.
These Bulldogs are really looking to hit those one-timers on this 5-on-3. You saw one from Tefelsky earlier. Then Bannister almost connected on one. However, Herlika is staying strong in net and not letting those fly very easily.
As just a reminder, ACTV broadcasts are fully student-ran. We have myself and my partner, Owen Barber, on the call today. Josiah Durrell, our streaming coordinator, also directing. Aiden Travers, Connor Atwell, and Keegan Wade working the cameras. Students call the shots around here, literally. As a cross-ice pass by Bannister to Tefelsky is blocked by Penna and sent the length of the ice. This penalty kill from the Falcons has been no joke. The Bulldogs have struggled to get the offense going while on the power play. They are 1 for 10 on the day. As Tefelsky is going to speed through the neutral zone with almost no one touching him before Ronan meets him at the blue line. As it's sent down, Bernard will handle it for the Bulldogs. Amsbaugh. I haven't seen much of him this third period. He'll make a move. Takes it around. Ian Amsbaugh with space. Patience. Amsbaugh Has it taken away. We'll have a breakaway here for Van Wheelie. Yes, their only goal today. It'll be stopped by Bernard. Jackson Bernard coming up huge in this third period for the Bulldogs. Keeping only one goal in the net for the Falcons. Bernard throwing a little head fake there behind the net as he moved it over to Bowman. Made its way to Malika Troon with great stick work. As it tips around, ends up in the hands of Bowman, who'll slap it on in. Herlika stops it for Penna, who rifles it to Krugerman. Krugerman 1-on-3, Saney back checks. And almost a great pass by Krugerman. Could not meet Van Wheelie's stick. Now it'll be iced by the Bulldogs. This first line has been out there for a while, and they will not be able to change.
Looking back on that to Jackson Bernard, just stellar opportunity. A bit of a mishap from Amsbaugh. Might have waited a little bit too much. Van Wheelie on the break. Concordia's top scorer can't get by Bernard. A great showing for his senior night.
Bernard let that early goal into Van Wheelie. That time he said no. Gouvenal taking the draw against Saney. Gouvenal won it back to Carter, let it go to Penna, who'll float one, kicked away by Bannister. Carter floating around, tries to thread one to Penna, unable to hang on to it, deflects around, made its way to Bernard, and he deflects it into the corner. Amsbaugh, this first line has been out there for a ton of time. They were unable to change on the icing. Penna. Cross ice to Auspis. Auspis floats one to Gouvenal, has it taken away by Arpana. Arpana throws one to Lovasek. Tries to make a move through three Falcon defenders, but Kroyman turned him away. Bannister stands strong, doesn't let two Falcons by him. Able to get the puck back in Bulldog possession. Lovasek able to stop, throws a pass picked off by Orme Lynch. He'll float around. Gouvenal. It'll be an offsides call here on the Falcons. Unfortunate there, they had numbers.
Yeah, one thing the Falcons have been doing very well as of recently is picking off passes, as we saw earlier from the Van Wheelie breakaway. Happened from a pick pass right there. If that wasn't offsides, would have been an odd man rush. I think it would have been like a 3-on-1 or something like that.
Vellucci here taking the draw. He will get kicked out. Lovasek will come in to take his place against Worsing. Be won back by Lovasek. Over to Clark. Clark up to Arpana. Arpana, great chip off the boards to himself. He's a flying Vellucci towards the net. Vellucci had a second effort and scores! Ryan Vellucci nets his second goal of the game. He might as well look in the mirror because it's exactly like his first.
That's what Ryan Vellucci is good at, just rushing the net, as we can see here. Beat the defender that he was rushing against. Just gets right to the goal, taps in a 5-hole that was displayed beautifully from, I believe, either Orpana or Lovasek. We'll see on the assist announcement later. But Vellucci with a great drive to the net that ends up in another goal for him, his second of the night.
Yeah, Ryan Vellucci came tonight with 3 goals. He has 5 in the moment. We still have 6:14 left to play here in the third period. A great thread pass from Arpana, set that up. Forrest makes a move around Loretto. Kicks it in front, but no one was home. Peters there for the Bulldogs. Jacob and Peters sparring in the corner. It comes out to Loretto, who will float one into the netting. And out of play, it'll be an offensive zone draw for the Falcons.
Yeah, with 6 minutes left, Falcons are looking to let anything fly at this point, trying to get anything they can past Jackson Bernard, who's been stellar all night.
So face-off win there from the Bulldogs. Jack O'Hannison flies one. Summers battling, loses his stick. As Ochitwa fires one to Forrest, who will get one sent on net. Loretto with the block. Great stick work there from the Bulldogs. Penna at the top. D to D to Osmus. Moves it to Forrest, who will float one towards Bernard. Bernard flopping around in the crease. And the puck stays out. And a great block by Jack O'Hannison. Will he be able to beat out Auspice? No. Auspice, great work there to get back to the puck before Bowman will step up for the Bulldogs. He'll take it back. Great defense there from Bowman. Forrest takes a shot through Bowman, but Bernard is there to freeze it for the Bulldogs. 5:07 left in the third period.
Yeah, as I said earlier with Bernard, he's diving around the net, going coast to coast to make some of those saves. We can see here, good opportunity in front. He just sprawled out on his back, keeping that one out. And then a great follow-up block shot from O'Hannison to make sure that play was dead.
Van Wheelie lost the draw to Swade, and the Bulldogs sent it the length of the ice. It was an icing call, but Herlika, for some reason, stepped out, but it's stripped away by Swade. Swade has Stefelski in front. He'll pause. He was looking for a Lovaset coming in at the last second. We're unable to connect. Now behind the net is Kepke. A huge diving grab from Stefelski, but it ends up in the hands of a Falcon. Newcomer, a move by Swade. Newcomer strips it away. Stefelski takes it right back and fires one. Blocked away by Kepke. Malika spinning, floats it into the corner. Will be picked up by Swade. Swade flying around the blue line. Malika chipped it in. It'll be floated the length of the ice by Kroyman. A precise float as it ends up on net. Bernard will cover. We have some extracurricular activities between Bowman and Newcomer.
Yeah, Swade there had two opportunities there from both Lovasek and Bannister. Or sorry, that was Stefelski. Unfortunately couldn't connect on either of them, but a great opportunity. And now here's the goal scorer. Here's his stat line for the night. Ryan Vellucci, 2 goals on 4 shots, also with 5 faceoff wins on the night. A great night for him as well. Definitely going to be one of the 3 stars of the night.
As Theo Troon comes flying in with pressure on Brown. Brown, quick pass to Gouvenal, trying to break out. They do. Clark will stop for the Bulldogs. Behind the net, a little bit of a miscommunication. Saney ends up with the puck for the Bulldogs. Troon, chip to Saney. Saney looking for that hat trick still. Able to stay on side. Saney stops, tries to float one, tipped up towards the goal. Amsball back out looking for Saney. Saney has 2 goals tonight, looking for a hat trick. If he gets that hat trick, it'll be his second in 2 days. Amsball chipped quickly to Saney. Saney floats around, tries to play one to Troon. Unable to connect as Brown sends a high lob pass for Ochitwa. Bannister laid a little bit of body on Ochitwa. He snuck around. Up top, Auspice. Tipped by Ochitwa. Rebound save. As Ansbaugh. Battling with Bannister. Squeaks out to Allard before it's taken away by Ansbaugh. Ian Ansbaugh not able to get enough separation. It's great work by Allard to get back and back check there. Loretto will gallop through the neutral zone. Chips it in deep. And Loretto and Jacob will sit back as Orpana pressures with Stefelski. Stefelski cycles, but it's stripped away by Penna. Jacob to Loretto. Throws it off of the stick of Orpana, so there will be no icing. Herlika throws it around, saved in front, does not know where the puck is. He'll just sit down and the whistle will be blown.
Yeah, some good opportunities there. It's very clear that they're looking to get Saney out and get him his hat trick as he wants. And as honestly he deserves. Getting 2 hat tricks on a night would be absolutely stellar for the guy.
As Vellucci, you have 2 goal scorers on hat trick watch for the Bulldogs. That's Ryan Vellucci, almost just scored his 3rd right there. And Patrick Saney, both at 2 on the night. Saney obviously had his hat trick yesterday against the Falcons. Vellucci looking to add to that total for the Bulldogs tonight. As Newcomer flies around, moves it to Kepke, who fires one. Jacob with a block. Puck bounces around in the crease area, just wide to Van Wheelie, who floats one. A little bit off target. Van Wheelie in the middle, swung on and missed by Klugerman. Jacob to Vellucci, who tips it towards the neutral zone. Vellucci with a great bet. Back from the defensive zone of the Falcons. Penna drop pass to Klugerman. He'll fire one. Bernard says no.
Honestly, with the good opportunities there from the Falcons, you're starting to wonder, where was this all game? They had some really good opportunities there, and puck almost went in on a couple different occasions. Bit of a scrum and net. Puck almost trickled in there. And then another opportunity from Van Wheelie. He just missed wide on a great one-timer setup right in the middle of the hash marks. The puck still stays out of the net, however, with a minute 30 left.
Minute and 30 left in this third period. 8-1 is your score in favor of the Adrian College Bulldogs. They will take on Tryon University for the final home game of the regular season next Friday at 7 p.m. That'll be if the Bulldogs win for the Peters Cup. As Maximu unable to get past the referee there. Auspice comes breaking down. Peters with good pressure, and it'll fly up into the netting. Also a reminder that your Bulldogs will host the NCAA tournament. February 20th and 22nd are your quarterfinal games here at the AIA. As Peters moves it to Jack O'Hannison, and a flying Summers comes in, picks up the puck, moves it to Malika, and he threw it aimlessly in front. Nobody was home. And on the ice, Summers whacks one off of the head of Gouvenal. This puck is bouncing everywhere right now. Kroyman will just waft it out of the zone for the Falcons. 38 seconds left here. Peters to Summers, who will just float it in. Jack O'Hannison with light pressure on Allard. Allard trying to find Worsing. Bannister, killing time, moves it over to Summers. Stepping up nicely as Malika there to clear the zone. Lovasek pressured Allard. And now Bannister. 10 seconds left on the clock. Some final moments here in the neutral zone. Bannister will take it back, and the clock will strike 0. And your Adrian College Bulldogs are one step closer to the regular season championship. A dominating 8-1 here in the 8-1 win here in the Arrington Ice Arena. Great showing from the entire team across the board. 2 goals for Vellucci, 2 for Saney, 1 for O'Hannison, Sorensen, and Amsbaugh. As we welcome you up here into the booth, I am Michael Schubeck, alongside my partner here, Owen Barber. Owen, it's a phenomenal game. Anytime you put up 8 goals, this is only a 4-1 game last night. In just 24 hours, it's a 7-goal difference. So, I mean, this message must have hit this Bulldog team at senior day. Obviously, if you're not a senior, you're playing for your seniors. You go through so much in a year, you're battle tested. What does this do for a team's just momentum going into your final 2 games of the regular season and then your conference tournament?
Yeah, obviously tonight was a big night for the seniors. They put a lot of work and effort into this program and into this culture, into this community as well, with how much this hockey team means to Adrian, Michigan. And at the same time, going into next weekend, it's honestly their biggest games of the year against Trine. Back-to-back, only need 1 win to clinch the Peters Cup and the 1 seed for the NCAA tournament finals. So with that being said, all eyes are being focused on there. Coach Phillips definitely has some practice plans, a good practice plan in mind to get this Bulldog team ready. and they are one step closer to getting that regular season championship in the NCAA.
If you're Concordia, obviously not the result you wanted the last 2 days. You do play again tomorrow here at the Arrington Ice Arena in a neutral site game versus Hiram College. Just because that drive is so long, they decided to meet here in the middle at Adrian. What is your message to your Falcons if you're Jim Morso going into tomorrow, Jim Masso, going into tomorrow where you do play Hiram?
Yeah, well, Hiram College a bit more of what should be a bit more of a competitive game for these teams. Obviously, honestly getting swept this weekend, definitely not good for morale. This team definitely wanted it, but however, they're now 0-58 against this Adrian Bulldog team. But now going into tomorrow, they definitely need a big statement win going into conference playoffs.
Bulldogs will move to 17-5-1. Concordia will move to 9-12-1. Owen, if you had to give your 3 starts of the game before they come out, who would you give?
I would give, first of all, Saney. Patrick Saney would definitely be one of them. He was a big reason why the Bulldogs came out early. And I would also say Vellucci with his 2 goals, and also Bernard, as we're seeing right now.
Yeah, Bernard playing a phenomenal game as he stopped 21 of 22 shots that he faced. And number 2 will be David Clark, who had 4 assists on the night. Great playmaker there. We've seen it time and time again. And then now Brad Summers will come in, 1 goal and 2 assists on the night for him. They gave it to 2 seniors, and then the sophomore David Clark with 4 assists. Just a great overall team showing from the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and it shows with my predictions being wrong there. I was looking a bit more at the goal side. Did not realize David Clark had 4 assists. That is absolutely phenomenal from the man. It just shows how deep this Bulldog team is and how many offensive and defensive threats they have on their roster.
There's an 8-1 final here at the Arrington Ice Arena. Just another reminder, next weekend, February 13th, they will take on Shrine. Tune in then. From all of us here on ACTV, we thank you for watching and have an outstanding night.